door.
Starting in June, 2 start times will be listed for movies at Lowe's Cineplex Theater.
Oh, geez.
One for people who want to see the movie only, and another for people who want...
You mentioned this yesterday, didn't you, Terry?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. There are going to be 2 start times in the newspaper for each movie that they list.
One for people who want to see the movie only, and another for people who want previews as well.
You know what? Don't go out of your way to make my life more confusing. All right? Please.
I know.
Would you do things to simplify my life?
Right.
I don't need to be any more confused than I am, Terry.
I think they're trying to simplify it, but it is
staring
a
at the
little
paper. So they start at 7:20 or 7:40. I can't figure it out. We're staying home.
I know, huh?
You know, come on, man. Who's got a problem with the previews? Most people think the preview is the best part of the movie. Damn it.
Yeah, they do. But it does give you a nice little buffer time if you're running a little late.
I don't need 2 start times. There's enough times there that get me confused enough.
Problem now, if it's at 7:20, 7:40, now people show up at 8 because they feel they can be late.
Huh?
People are late.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that gives the buffer time for people to be late. That's why they have all those previews and ads.
Yes. Okay.
You don't think that?
Huh? I really wasn't listening.
Okay.
Please do things to simplify my life, David. Not confuse them more, would you?
I got really confused, too.
Is that right? It's a confusing guy from the day I met him, Terry. And I haven't figured anything out about him.
Too tough for y'all to figure out.
Right.
All I got was people are late.
Mm-hmm. You got a big weekend plan there, do you, Stephen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest.
biggest ever of your life? That's pretty huge, man.
Oh, big weekend.
What are you going to do, man?
Let's see.
Work in the garden? No.
Well, we are going to do that.
Are you going to go see Marge?
We don't have
right.
like gardeners working for us. So.
Big Mother's Day weekend for you, kid.
It is a Mother's Day weekend. That's right.
How do you split time with, like, your in-laws and...
How do you do it?
Well, I don't have to really worry about it. They're in another country. Well, not country, but another state.
Terry's mind is in another country for that.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
Actually.
Yes.
Well,
I think we do it. You go to Louisiana.
Well, tonight I'm having dinner with the in-laws.
Oh, okay.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Man, I don't envy that at all.
Your in-laws being close
Don't like
by?
having dinner with the in-laws?
Yeah, having to have these
You like
dinners.
them being a couple states away,
Well,
huh?
they're in D.C. now,
Right.
and it gets only better from here, Terry.
Really?
They're moving to South Africa.
Wow, arriba.
Well, they're actually very nice people. Her dad who works for the U.S. government,
Right.
that is being relocated yet again.
Oh, wow.
Now, you remember they used to be in Australia?
Yes, they did.
Then D.C. for a couple of years.
Right.
Now South Africa.
Wow.
The motherland.
Wow.
You ever felt the rain down in South Africa?
Oh.
Let me tell you.
Okay. I think you added a word there, but that's
Hey,
right.
it's close.
Anyway, it's not
Well,
filth.
does the government just take a big wheel and spin to find out where
Yes.
the father-in-law is going to
I
land?
think it's one big old game show there in the Pentagon, Terry.
That's what I do after 10.
Mm-hmm. What's going on in the world, Terrence? What's happening, please?
Well, Montel Williams went to Capitol Hill this week to fight for medicinal marijuana, claiming that he's high all the time in order to...
Is this show still on the air?
Yeah, I think it is.
And he's high every day.
Yeah?
Every day you watch... Every day you don't watch the Montel Williams show. You see a high man hosting a television program. He's sitting backstage before the show begins. After the show ends, just tugging on dubbies.
Well, I don't necessarily think he's every day, high on the show per se, but I think that...
You said every day he uses
Well,
it.
he does use
Not
it every
during the
day.
show.
And he
after
probably
the
uses
show.
it. He probably needs it for his most stressful periods of the day. And I would imagine that doing the show has got to qualify as one of his most stressful periods of the day. And you know what? He looks pretty damn high to me. And it works for him, and that's why he's going in front of Capitol Hill, and he's probably bringing out guests. He's saying, you congressmen and senators, I want to bring out Snoop Dogg to the show. And Snoop Dogg then sits on the panel and explains to the Congress exactly why marijuana must be legalized. And I'm sure it was a fun day there in the big old House of Representatives.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Deciding which flavor Ben & Jerry's is also the most stressful part of the day. It's like the second most stressful. There's a lot of choices.
Oh, my God.
Well, with Montel Williams fighting the good fight, Terry, it's only a matter of moments before the word comes down that we can all smoke marijuana.
My back, my eyes, oh, it all hurts.
Hot Shot's the first to run there.
It's the only way he gets through the day, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. He's speaking about...
David, how do you get through the day?
Well, not like
what
that.
eases your pain, sir?
I would say it's the Huckleberry yogurt. serves the same purpose.
Okay. Anyhow,
What did you want me to say?
where you going to dinner tonight?
I don't know what the place is. It's in Issaquah somewhere.
Now you go to dinner with the in-laws, and do you think at any moment during the course of that dinner the thought of you having sex with their daughter pops into their head, like after you leave the place and go home with their daughter? Do you think that ever comes about in their mind, or what?
I'm not sure. I'm not a parent. I don't know if those kind of thoughts come into you.
Well, I'm not asking you to be a parent. I'm asking you to just try to do your best to get into their minds. Do you imagine at some point during the second course, maybe the third course, and your 8-course meal, that the thought of you later that night having sex with their daughter pops into their mind?
I don't think it does. I mean, at this point, I don't think it does anymore.
Hopefully it pops into their mind before they eat, as opposed to after. Now,
Right.
I think you'd be incorrect. I think at some point during the course of tonight's dinner, the visual of you having sex with their daughter is going to be on their mind. And I think
there's actually a lot of people that don't think about that 24 hours a day.
I'm not saying 24 hours a day.
Even 2 hours a day.
Just the fact that you and
Even
her...
5 minutes a day.
You and her are sitting there at dinner, maybe making the goo-goo eyes at each other that you, I'm sure, make. Maybe not.
We can't keep our hands off each other when we're at dinner.
Oh, dear.
Sure.
Well, you're a married couple. It'd be nice if you couldn't. But anyway.
Well, I mean, when you're in a public place, you're not doing all that. Maybe you do.
What, you can't look at her in a public place?
Well, googly eyes or whatever you called it.
Okay, I just stayed. I can't handle this. Never mind, Steve.
Especially in front of parents. I mean, that seems a little odd.
Enjoy your dinner. Say hi to Ronald. Okay.
The T-Man. The Big Spring.
I wanna get past just a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
Take them off, pull them down just a little bit.
Well, I hardly know you.
And then touch them a little bit. Get the lick in it.
Boy, settle down.
It is a Fractus Friday. See?
It's a live snake inside a suitcase in Hawaii.
You're telling me.
Snakes are illegal in Hawaii, and screeners say it is the first
What is that?
time...
Snakes are illegal in Hawaii? What does that mean?
I don't know.
If you're a snake crawling around, at any minute you could be like taken down. Hands up now!
It's a live snake inside a suitcase in Hawaii.
Right.
Snakes are illegal in Hawaii, and
Maybe to import or export to the island.
Yeah, maybe
that's what they
Probably
mean.
what you mean.
They want their snakes left on the island.
correct.
snakes are illegal in Hawaii.
Yes.
And screeners say it is the first time they've found the snake. It looks like that. The snake was 3 feet long, not poisonous.
Oh, that's a healthy snake.
Yeah, it is a healthy snake.
Why don't you say that to me? Just go ahead, make that commentary.
It's a healthy snake?
Yeah, it's a healthy snake you got there.
It's a healthy snake you got there.
I think so much.
3 feet. Whoa, hey.
Steven, you think at any point during the dinner tonight they're going to be thinking, it's a healthy snake you got there?
It could be. I think I've been to Hawaii.
Now, I asked you during the break, or not during the break, I asked you during the last segment where you were going to dinner with the in-laws tonight, and you very vaguely answered with the response of somewhere in Issaquah.
I do not know the name of the restaurant. I wish I did.
Was that the case?
It is actually truly the case.
Is that right? Someone as well-versed, planned, and rehearsed a life as you. I mean, everything just planned out to the letter, and you're going to tell me you have no idea where you're going to dinner tonight.
Well, in Issaquah, I know Fat Burger. I know the Coho Cafe. I know Jack's Grill, and it's not any one of those places.
Again, I'm asking you, the person that you are, being so meticulously planned out to the nth degree, and you have no idea where you're going with the in-laws to dinner tonight.
Well, I know it's in.
Or is it
downtown
just another
Issaquah.
one of those cases, like his wedding, Terry, where he won't tell us any information because he's got this paranoid thought in his mind that the listener's going to swarm his table?
Shut out again.
Can you sign my breath?
Can you imagine?
Actually, I mean, I could try and look it up. I don't.
Some happy hour
downtown.
drunk listeners are going to go walking up to him, asking him to sign their rack.
I didn't know our in-law was a dickhead.
Stephen, you can tell us, and don't worry, no one's going to bother you.
Well, I wish I knew.
No one's going to make a special trip to Issaquah to spy on you and your in-laws having dinner.
I wouldn't dream of it. I wouldn't even think of it.
I may. I'm pretty close, so I got nothing else to do.
You're more than welcome to stop by.
Oh, wow.
And like his wedding, he'll tell you 5 minutes before the dinner where it is.
After they're gone. Oh, yeah, we were here.
Right. Stephen, we're going to find out. Because we want to be a part of it.
You're more than welcome.
That's right.
If I knew, I would tell you.
Do you believe he doesn't know, Terry? Do you believe that? Does he sound convincing enough to you? Is he an honest enough guy that you believe that he has no idea where this dinner
know it's downtown. I know it's like...
Oh, downtown Issaquah, as opposed to what? The country part of it?
There's a definite downtown area of Issaquah.
Yeah,
fine, then.
Oh, there's old downtown, and then there's...
I just picture it all, pretty much.
Right there.
Issaquah.
Right.
I think when you say downtown Issaquah, that people who live there know what it is.
All right, so it's on the Strip.
It's on the Strip, sure.
Uh-huh.
The Issaquah Strip.
Mm-hmm. Right next to the Issaquah Theater.
I think it's probably that would be the downtown area.
Right. Mm-hmm. Maybe across the street from my real estate agent. Who knows?
Wow.
It could be.
Wow. What a small world, huh? Yeah.
It really is a small world, after all.
Speaking of a small world, Terry, Vinny the Pooh is about to get on a plane to go to New York to go to a movie premiere, all courtesy of Paramount Pictures. Who knows? Does he even know? I wonder if he even knows who's sending him.
Probably.
Hello.
Vinny the Pooh, are you there?
Hello.
Vincent the Poohiest Pooh, is that you?
Mr. T-Man, how are you guys doing?
Who's sending you? Who's paying all the bills for this trip that you so luckily fell into the weekend in New York City that you're spending?
I think it's like Focus Films or something.
He has no idea.
Sure.
No idea.
That is bad,
You should at least have looked into who's picking up the tab, man.
Okay.
Someone would have had a follow-up email, a thank you card,
I
Baked him a
know.
cake.
He would have done all of
Yeah, which doesn't matter because I never get invited to these things.
All right, so you're being flown out to New York City to see what movie now?
Let's see, Unleashed, the brand new Jet Li.
Oh, I think I saw coming attractions to this movie. Looks
Yeah?
pretty good. Yeah, the bad guy's all bald and mean looking.
Wow. And Jet Li's kicking some ass.
Well, I think that's pretty safe to say, Terry.
Yeah.
Trump. No, it's a romantic comedy.
Well, you never know.
Him and
Maybe
Morgan
he wants to
Freeman.
change up some things.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're getting on a plane. Are you at the airport yet?
I'm almost there, almost there right now.
What time does your flight leave?
Like 8, like right after 8, like 8:10.
What airline you flying?
Delta.
Delta.
And I think I got a window seat, if I'm not
Whoa, how exciting.
Now, some people say Delta stands for don't even leave the airport, but don't think anything about
I
that.
feel really good.
Never heard that, but it is true.
Now, you're flying courtesy of Delta Airlines, and you don't know what movie-producing studio is behind this paying of your trip to New York City and putting you up in the...
I can dig it out my bag if you really want to know.
That's no big deal. The Regency Hotel on Park Avenue is where they're putting them, Terry.
Yeah.
You understand?
The Regency, I think it is.
I've never been to
I
New
know where
York,
his hotel is more than he does.
but I can imagine just,
On Park
Avenue, pretty nice.
Are you kidding me, Terry?
Hey.
Is it a nice part of town?
That's where all the millionaires... If you're a millionaire, you're poor in that area.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Vanna Poe walking with his baggy... I don't know if he's going to be welcomed on Park Avenue with his baggy jeans and his backwards hat and his
What?
ghetto gear.
I know.
He has a cube shirt, though, so he might be accepted.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be walking with a cup of some kind and somebody put some change in it.
Now, I understand. That's very nice. I understand. They don't put change on Park Avenue, Terry.
Well...
Only $100 bills.
Oh,
I
nice.
understand, Vincent the Pooh, that you went out for Cinco de Mayo last night and you ran into some interesting people. You want to tell us about this?
Oh, yeah. I was DJing last night at Azteca.
Azteca, okay. A big Cinco de Mayo spot.
They had a big party there.
Because it's named Azteca.
I come in, I get to bring my records in there, getting ready, just to do a thing. And then John...
To do the what now again, Vinny?
To do the thing.
The thing, yes.
The thing that I do.
He walks in with the records to do the thing.
Wow.
Yes.
And then John is standing in the middle of the place by himself.
And two women were looking at him saying, hey, do you think we should do the thing or no?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he looked just so by himself. It was funny.
So you're telling us what you want us to know is that at Cinco de Mayo, big extravaganza, blowout night of all nights, you at one of the places to be for Cinco de Mayo, fun and frolics, you saw John standing there in the middle of the dance floor by himself.
By himself.
Every Azteca has a nice dance floor, Terry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I play the gumball machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as soon as he seen me coming to the door, he just started talking to me, started a conversation. I had nothing to do with him. He just started a conversation with me.
Right.
It was ridiculous. And then towards the end of the night, his mom or something, I don't know what it was, but his mom was hassling me to get him to leave because I guess she was leaving, and John sitting here complaining that, well, that's not my mom,
But
that bitch, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, jeez. Well, then the only woman he calls bitch is his mom.
It is his mom, I know.
So you think you caught him out with his mom, and he was embarrassed and didn't want to admit it?
Exactly. And then when I went outside because it was hot inside.
Well, you heard his mom on the air. Did it sound like his mom?
It did. It sounded exactly
Did it look like a mom? Did it walk like a mom?
It looked like a mom. How about she
looked like a mom? Everything.
Terry,
she's an
are you telling me John combines Mother's Day and Cinco de Mayo, rolls it all over the wood?
Wow, yeah, I guess he has, hasn't he? Jeez, what a great son.
That's a little bit on the sad side, even for John, Terry.
Yeah,
definitely.
Tad. Well, I mean, considering that...
Let's go party, Mom!
Well, calls her bitch all the time.
She's probably buying since he has no job or anything anymore.
Right, he's unemployed now.
It's not nice. Just unfortunate, Terry.
John's hanging with Mom.
Hanging with Mom.
Come on, Mom.
Didn't hook up again tonight. Need a little ass, Mom. And this is one of those rare days, Terry, where right now, as we speak, I don't see John on the hotline. You know, you party all down with Mamala.
Hey.
You're going to be a little worn out in the morning, Terry.
I guess so. Mom can really party.
Mm-hmm. You're tearing it up with Mom. You got to sleep in till at least 11 a.m., Terry. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
John and Mom.
What makes you think it was Mom again? Please go down the list of reasons you believe he was with his mom.
She actually walked like a mom.
Walked like a mom.
Like a
Talked like a mom.
I don't know, her whole just like persona, I guess.
And you talked to her or what?
She asked because I was outside in the lobby and it was packed, and she kind of walked up to me because she seen the Cube logo.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, could you possibly get John for me? I'm his ride and I'm getting ready to leave. And I was like, yeah, sure, definitely, hold on.
And then you started laughing at him, saying he was with his mom, and he denied it and started screaming at you and spitting everywhere.
I was like, John, I think your mom's ready to leave, man.
Can you imagine Winnie the Pooh?
And he said he denied it was his mom and said it was who?
Completely denied it, and said he was down there by himself. He doesn't, he just kept denying that he didn't even know who that was.
Right.
And then later I
picked up.
I stepped outside. I seen him sitting in a minivan with her. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Minivan, that seals the deal, Terry.
It's the mom.
See if you can wake up John. This is one time I want to talk to him, Terry. See if you can wake up John. See if he wants to answer to who he was with last night.
Wow.
Strapped in the back of the minivan, eating Cheerios.
Mm-hmm. Eating Cheerios.
Or Cheerios, either way.
Yes.
One or the other.
Wow. I like the invention of Cheerios.
Yeah, what are those?
Cherry-flavored Cheerios, Terry.
Wow.
Steven's on to something.
Jeez. Call post up.
All right, Bailey, call us from the airport.
I'll call you guys back.
Yeah, call us when you get in the airport there, dude.
Okay, cool, bye.
I don't know why. Just call us back.
Oh, onion bagels with turkey and tomato.
That's right. That's a good point.
That is a good point.
Where are we going to get food this morning, Terry?
I don't know.
The dude's headed off without paying $1 to go to New York City and stay in one of the nicest hotels.
Yep.
How does that happen? And Terry spends the weekend in Auburn.
Woohoo!
The T-Man. 73. It's the big what?
ABC stole some American Idol thunder Wednesday night with explosive allegations from former contestant Corey Clark about an improper relationship with Paula Abdul and her voicemail plea to keep it quiet.
Terry, the word is this morning that Paula Abdul is on the verge of being fired by the Fox producers, the Fox higher-ups, that she will no longer, after the season is completed, be a part of the American Idol program. It has come to that for Paula Abdul and American Idol.
Hi, it's Paula. Call me back. Listen, if the press is trying to talk to you, you say absolutely nothing.
Wow, how about her?
Wow.
That's the way dudes speak to women when they make calls like that.
My wife calls you?
I've never heard a woman talk with that kind of force, Terry, in relation to sex that she had with a man. In a cover-up kind of moment. I've never heard a woman say it with that kind of stern little sound to her voice, Terry.
Hi, it's Paula. Call me back. Listen, if the press is trying to talk to you, you say absolutely nothing.
You say absolutely nothing, you stupid hoe. That's what guys say, Terry.
Yeah, right.
Ever heard a woman be that forceful with her cover-up?
Well,
you say absolutely nothing, you dumbass bitch.
Wow.
You think I slapped you hard during sex? Wait till I get my hands on you again.
Yeah, that's what Paula is.
How about her being all tough, Terry?
She's He's calling Corey a bitch.
Yeah.
Slapping him around.
Man, she is the type to have a little power and use it.
Yeah. She isn't so innocent.
You're loving it, Terry. A woman in power exploiting it and taking advantage of people beneath her. You love it, don't you? It's about
Why
time.
not?
It's turning the tables. It's leveling the playing field. Is that what it is?
Somewhat, yeah.
Hi, it's Paula. Call me back. Listen, if the press is trying to talk to you, you say absolutely nothing.
And he's singing.
Well, that's like a year. This is a year ago she left that message.
Right.
It's a number of months ago, and now, yes, it's all come to light.
Today, Corey Clark sat down with me in Manhattan's Bond 45 restaurant to answer his critics.
Fox and American Idol are a $900 million corporation.
Well, he did the math, Terry.
I better be telling the truth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got $900 million to fight against that.
Oh, really?
No matter how much money you got.
Come on, you have that much in your account, you know. What are you covering up?
Whoa, from Paula. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Paula bought you that much in Fred Siegel slacks. You know that's the deal.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got $900 million to fight against that.
Oh.
No matter how much money you got, you can't cover up the truth.
Willing to take a lie detector test?
I'll take one with her.
Oh, he's calling her out again.
Wow. Come on, Paula.
Just so I can see her again, please. She's kind of acting a little bit wussy-like in that he's the jilted lover kind of thing happening here.
Yeah.
Just let me see her again, please. It'd be so romantic. Each having our blood pressure taken together. Side-by-side lie detector tests.
How romantic.
And drinking a milkshake together during the whole process.
To rekindle their love.
Idol executive producer Nigel Lithgow might just be interested in such a test.
Yep.
These are serious allegations, but I will always remember who they come from. And that is Corey Clark, the guy I kicked off American Idol because he lied to us.
Oh, you're tough.
Wow.
Corey is a liar.
Today, Corey's ex-manager David Wallace also sat down exclusively with Extra to challenge his former client's character.
That's Corey Clark's MO, is get in there, make a relationship, establish a real close kind of liking, and then move on once you get what you want.
And Corey fired right back.
I was using her. I didn't step to her, you know what I'm saying? She came and stepped to me.
Are you still in love with Paula Abdul?
I care about her.
Watching it, though, I was like, that's a jilted lover. Being a woman that, like, well, if you cared about me, why would you do this and jack my name up?
Because she won't call me anymore.
I know.
He didn't step to her, Terry.
No, he didn't.
She stepped to him.
She sure did.
Well, actually, she took two steps forward. He took 2 steps back. And they got together.
Why's that?
Because opposites attract.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That, like, well, if you cared about me, why would you do this and jack my name up?
Oh, jeez.
So I would ask you, why, if you love and cared about me...
Yeah, speaking of jacking something up, you hot little female reporter.
Right, huh?
I have to take a hold of this. Hasn't been touched by an older woman in a long time.
I'll sit down with Extra.
Give me some extra, baby.
That, like, well, if you cared about me, why would you do this and jack my name up?
Oh.
So I would ask you, why, if you love and cared about me, why'd you leave me hanging for 2 years?
Oh.
Corey.
He's an embarrassment.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Well, you know, men have feelings too. Oh, jeez.
Well, but that is true.
Terry,
I mean, and he's young, vulnerable.
Paula Abdul used me. I'll never get over it. What a baby.
It was.
It's like you should be thinking to yourself, all right, I had a good 3 months with Paula Abdul, perfect.
Right.
I don't need any more than that.
Sure.
She bought me some stuff.
I want to marry her.
Tap that ass about 67 times. Good for me.
Perfect.
In the hot tub with the...
Now it's back to 19-year-olds. Sounds like a good deal to me.
I don't know what his problem is.
Why do you want to hang with the 41-year-old middle-of-the-road star?
Well, because obviously he was hoping to, you know, that she used her powers and her connections with people.
No, that's not what it sounds like. He had feelings. He fell in love with her. And then all of a sudden, as soon as he got kicked off the show, she stopped calling him. She wouldn't talk to him anymore.
And she offered to use her power and her connections. He didn't want that.
So I would ask you, why, if you love and cared about me, why'd you leave me hanging for 2 years?
Fox says it's investigating Corey's claims. Paula isn't answering the allegations, but Corey has a message for the judge.
Oh.
If you could talk to Paula right now, what would you say?
I would just say, you know...
I would say, it's been killing me. Who did the voice for the Opposites Attract, the little animated part of the video?
I know.
Was that Arsenio Hall? What would he say to Paula, Terry?
Oh,
If you could talk to Paula right now, what would you say?
I would just say, you know... it's about you, but it's not about you. You know, you don't have to come after me. I'm not trying to come after you. I'm just trying to set my record straight so I can handle my business.
Whatever. That's what he's doing now, is handling his own business.
Wow. Nobody cared about his record, by the way.
Okay.
Any sort of record.
If he actually, I totally believe everything that he says happened.
Right.
I believe it did happen, Terry.
Okay.
But this whole part of him needing to clean his path and all this crap. Oh, I got to clean my pathway and all that. Why don't he just come out and say, you know, it all happened. I'm telling the truth. And, yes, I want to sell some CDs. So I'm trying to get my name out there a little bit.
Right.
I'm not lying to you. I screwed her. She came to me. And you come to me, wanted me to bring you the ruckus, I'm going to bring you the ruckus, bitch. Come out and say that. Stand up and say what it truly is. Give me the whole truth.
Right.
He doesn't need to clear his conscience. He can care less about his conscience. Come say what it is. I want to sell some albums. I need the money.
Right.
You're looking at Charity. I'm Charity. Come buy my CD. And if I can get my name out there by telling the truth, and this is the truth, I don't have to worry about feeling bad because I'm not making up this story. That would be wrong. Here it is. Do what you want with it. Paula gets her ass fired. Too bad. She made bad decisions by screwing a contestant. I made good decisions by letting her screw a contestant.
By saying yes.
Mm-hmm. What would you have done? And now I'm doing what everyone else would do, too. I'm going to use whatever recognition power I may have to sell some CDs.
Sure.
That's the way the world works. You don't like it? Tough. I screwed her. You didn't.
When he sells 9 CDs, it'll all be worth it.
But don't give me this crap that, oh, I need to do this to clear my conscience, to clear my path, or whatever little analogy he made on the primetime special with Mark Testicles. What's his name?
John
Quinones.
Yes, same thing.
Mark Testicles. God.
Because he seems like, more or less, a pretty honest guy to me. He seems like a pretty down-to-earth, a little too sensitive for my liking, but all in all, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Right.
Who didn't ask for this, took it when it was presented to him, and who wouldn't. But don't give me the line about the pathway crap. All right? You could care less about your conscience, dude. You want to sell CDs? I'm going to buy one.
We're going to have Dr. Phil sitting down with Paula. Why would you do that?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
So you're having dinner tonight with the in-laws, huh?
Did you find the name of the restaurant yet?
Oh, I didn't. No. Did you want me to look?
Yes, we would like you to look.
Okay.
We would like to know exactly where you're going tonight. It's very important to us to know.
What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing? I have no plans except I'm in a poker tournament, and let's see. Do I have any plans tonight? Oh, yeah. I'm in a poker tournament.
So you're in a poker tournament tonight and Saturday night?
I'm in a house poker game tonight.
With a bunch of guys. Smoking cigars.
Going over to G-Tig's house.
Oh, wow.
No, it's not a G-Tig's house tonight.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wish it was. Not really.
It's a G-Tig's parents' house.
G-Tig's in-laws' house. Bunch of guys, cigars, Arrows.com, and just
whoa, really?
Bunch of cards and
tailor-made for me.
Everyone throws in $100, winner take all.
Nice.
Wow, that's how it works.
And then Saturday night is the big
12 guys. One person walks home with $1,200.
Nice.
All other 11 walk home with minus $100.
Huh.
No one drives. That's why we're all walking.
Oh, okay. Just in neighborhoods get together.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Matt, come on down.
So that's tonight.
Oh,
the
cool.
block party.
Yes. And then the rest of the weekend is playing with my son, Stephen.
Oh, that should be fun.
Yes.
Kind of Mother's Day.
He's 3 months old this week.
Wow.
Did he get a gift for his mother?
He's getting a gift for his mother.
Nice.
That's special.
Good thought.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought about that.
It just dawned on you, huh? Oh, yeah.
I had it planned all along.
I bet you did.
What else is going on, Terrence, please?
Well, Paris Hilton apparently told...
David loves to make it seem like he's turned the tables on me. Go ahead, ask me any question you want.
I didn't turn the tables on you.
But by the end of the show, you will tell us what restaurant you're going to. And then you'll have to sit there in fear at the table the whole
I don't think that I'm in fear of
long.
anything, actually.
All right. Wait till you turn to what you think is the waiter and you hear, David Gilbert, how you doing? John. I take it these are the in-laws.
This is my mom. She drove me here.
So this show will not come to a conclusion today, right? Until you have told us the restaurant you're going to. And then I guarantee you he changes the plans. Because that's the life and times of Kilbreth, Terry.
Wow.
It's a very paranoid existence.
I don't think any of that is true. But
all right, so you tell us what restaurant you're going to.
Well, when I figure it out, I'll let you know.
And then you'll be going to that restaurant, right?
It's not my...
All right, well, just find out for us.
Can you, call your wife at home?
Genuinely interested, obviously. All right.
I don't understand
so
that.
how long do you think it will take for you to find out what restaurant you're going tonight with the in-laws?
Oh, sometime by 10, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for a restaurant downtown, there's nothing Mother's Day worthy really downtown besides Jack's. So I don't think it's downtown.
Well, that's what they told me where it was, but maybe it's not.
Well, you'll let us know.
Maybe it is Jack's. Who knows?
You'll let us know, preferably before.
I didn't think it was Jack's, but...
He's just going to go on about Jack.
Probably not. Yeah.
But if Jax wants to comp us a meal tonight, I'd be happy to stop by there.
What else is going on, Terry, please?
I was going to tell you about Paris Hilton, how she told People magazine that really she's not as dumb as she seems. She just likes to play dumb so that she can, get a better read on people.
And maximize her ability to be on TV and in movies like she's going to be in tonight, Terry.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
See Paris Die.
Right.
Debuts tonight on the big screen.
Wear your T-shirt.
Terry, if she's doing all this in just an unbelievable acting effort, well then, hey, let's just have a makeshift Academy Award presentation for her tonight. Don't wait till next February.
Right.
Let's do it right now, because she's the greatest actress in the history of the world.
Way to go, Paris.
I saw the preview and she goes, this is weird. I mean, it's very convincing.
Mm-hmm. Are people going to turn out in droves to see Paris Die tonight?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there tomorrow night at Belvedere Gallery in case you want to come stalk me.
Are you going to be wearing Paris Die T-shirt?
If I had one,
I wish I could come stalk you, but the movie opportunities get limited.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, kids.
Hey.
Damn it.
Wife and kids.
Pain in the ass.
Oh, jeez. Wow. You going to see Paris Die tonight, Terry?
No, I got kids, too.
David, you going to go with the in-laws and see Paris Die?
I doubt it.
Oh.
But it would be at the Issaquah movie theater, since it's close to the restaurant, I would imagine.
Now, do you buy tonight? Is that how it works, or?
I'm not sure.
Are you going to reach for the check?
Yeah, no, I would think probably. I mean, it's not all planned out.
Okay.
Jax is not cheap.
No.
It's not, no. That is true.
Yeah.
You want to switch it up to Kachina.
Oh, jeez.
Is that what you want it called?
Also not cheap.
All right. So you're looking into it now as we speak, right?
I'm looking into it.
Okay. Estimation on how long you think it'll take to find out where the hell you go tonight?
Sometime soon. I have all 69 restaurants on the Dex Online on the page now.
Well, maybe a call to your wife would be more effective.
know. I mean,
you ever think of that? Or?
She probably doesn't even know.
She has caller ID and doesn't answer your calls.
I would imagine that's the case.
Yes.
The T-Man.
Another battle at the top. The feds are about to put new rules into place for gay men and their sperm.
Oh, jeez.
The FDA is recommending that any man who's had homosexual sex in the previous 5 years should not be a sperm donor. The feds say...
I agree.
Okay.
Wow.
But if you had homosexual sex 6 years ago, you're fine.
Right.
Okay.
That's good.
I can keep my appointment.
Buffer zone.
You can keep your appointment being a sperm donor today?
Yes.
I see.
6 years ago is fine?
Right.
Wait, count. Yeah, I'm fine.
Right. It was 99.
Yeah.
The
Tough year.
FDA is recommending that any man who's had homosexual sex in the previous 5 years should not be a sperm donor.
Oh, jeez.
The feds say it's a health risk because gay men, as a group, pose a higher risk of carrying the AIDS virus.
Wow.
Boy.
That's what Ronald Reagan told us, Terry. Apparently, it's the belief. It's a fact. I don't know. There you go. But all sperm banks are going to be gay-free.
Wow.
Don't spread the disease of the gayness.
They'll probably flash it in neon. We're a gay-free sperm bank.
Underground gay sperm.
No homos allowed.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But drug users and can come on in.
Right. Well, this is a very interesting little factoid.
Yeah, it is.
They are making it the standard, and it's going to be a rule, Terry. You are not allowed to donate your sperm at the bank if you are a man who has had sexual intercourse with another man in the past 5 years. No toaster, no nothing for you. Stay away.
Right.
What about tongue kissing another man?
Oh,
does that count as sex?
Please. Anyhow.
They just don't want to spread the homosexuality. Forget the AIDS thing.
Mm-hmm. What else is going on there, Terrence? What else is happening on a Fractures Friday? Yes, please. Oh, just no, please. Never mind.
3 doctors in New York got busted for trading Viagra for mob favors.
Mob favors.
Yeah.
The mafia needs their Viagra.
I guess so.
Don't want to pay. So if you are a doctor who needs your wife whacked,
sure,
just slide a handful of pills under the door and it'll be taken care of for you.
Yeah, apparently the Gambino mafia family was given the free Viagra or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And doctors were saying, "Oh, this is what I need done."
Is that a gun in your pants, or you're just happy to whack me?
Wow. Now, they're claiming they got stuff like cheap construction, auto repair.
I wouldn't think the Viagra pills are of that much value, Terry. I mean, I guess they're expensive. I mean, I don't know firsthand the cost, but I imagine, yes, $10 bill, that they are pretty costly, but is it worth getting mob favors for handing over an envelope filled with Viagra?
I guess so. I guess maybe.
So is the day coming I'm going to see the guy on the side of the road that has a sign that says, "We'll work for wood"?
Maybe.
I didn't realize people treasured Viagra that much. I know it's being used as a more casual drug these days, Terry. As a matter of fact, I think people put it in their Pez dispensers more than ever. But I didn't know that it's like the kind of drug that people do these kind of favors for. I mean, mob favors are pretty big favors, Terry.
Yeah?
Mob isn't carrying your groceries home. It's not that kind of just mild favor, Terry. All right? They do some significant things when they do a favor for you.
Aren't they real men? Why would they need that?
Well, maybe that's why. Maybe, they're feeling like,
So you're suggesting any man who's used Viagra is not a real man. Is that what you're saying, Stephen?
It was tongue-in-cheek, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Just the kind of conversation you're going to have at dinner tonight?
I don't know if this will come up. We don't usually bring up stories.
At the undisclosed restaurant?
In-laws, what do you got?
What do you got?
Well, Stephen, listen to this. Have you found out what restaurant you're going to tonight?
I did.
You did already?
I did, yeah.
You
I used Terry's suggestion and called my wife.
And she told you?
She did.
And you claim she wouldn't know.
What restaurant is going to get a call later to get the reservation canceled? What restaurant is that?
Well, I don't know if we have a reservation. Normally when we are here, we don't need one.
Mm-hmm. And the name of the restaurant is?
I'm not sure of the name,
geez.
But it's the Greek place in, Scott will probably know, in Gilman Village.
The Greek place?
There is no Greek place.
I've never heard of it. It's called the Bathhouse. Is there a Greek place in Gilman Village?
There could be.
Well, that's where you'll find the Kilbreaths and the in-laws tonight. Isn't that
nice?
Eating a domate. You know how much, Stephen, it bothered him, it pained him to give up that information. I doubt very strongly, Terry, they'll be at that restaurant later tonight. But I think it is killing him just to have his plan completely just highly profiled the way it just was. Now he's got all these thoughts in his mind of how listeners are going to swarm his table going, Steven's a dickhead!
Actually, I don't think that at all, but
I think you're embarrassed by what you do.
Well, that's true.
The in-laws don't want to know from what you do. They pretend like they don't know. It's never spoken of.
Right.
And
my family as well.
You're afraid that they're going to turn to you at some point in the dinner and say, "So, are you really a dickhead?" Is that what it is? We're getting all kinds of calls now, Stephen, from people who know the name of this restaurant.
Oh, good.
Just so everyone is aware where you'll be dining in fine fashion. Yes, you're on the air. You know the name of the restaurant?
Hi, yeah.
What is it?
It's called Tantalus.
Tantalus. Tantalus?
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen.
Nice.
Tantalize us with an 8-course meal.
It's not 8 course.
Oh, jeez. It's a lot of courses. Well, thank you so much.
But they have a great chicken parm, which is odd that they have it at a Greek place, but it's good because it comes with these big vegetables.
Oh, jeez. So you've been there before?
I have, yeah. Normally Greek isn't something that I would like. Yeah, it is weird that they have that there, but they do.
You're planning on going around what time?
Sometime this evening.
Now that you will not get.
No, probably I would assume since my wife gets off work around 5 that however long it takes her to get there, we'll probably meet at 6:30.
Nice 6:30 meal.
I want to be there.
And Stephen, no one's going to show up. It's not the case, all right?
No, I realize that. I don't.
Stephen, however, I guarantee you will not be able to sit still, fidgeting the whole time, looking all around.
The in-laws will be going, "What's wrong? Are you all right?"
Want a table back to the wall, facing out to the restaurant.
That stuff doesn't.
Wanting to be able to see
stuff like that happens.
Everyone that comes in.
I don't think people truly give a crap about me.
Well, that's really the case.
Yeah, well, I know it is.
Now you're onto something. Mm-hmm. But enjoy your meal. The chicken parm. It's never going to taste better.
It actually is pretty good.
Wow.
I mean, with no sauce. I have it with no sauce.
It's very interesting.
They have,
no sauce?
Well, they have some weird things in it. It's a Greek place, you know, weird stuff.
Yeah, Greek food.
So if the conversation...
Why I ordered the cheeseburger and fries there.
Right.
If the conversation is not going to be on gay sperm donors, then what do you expect to be talking about with the in-laws and the fine pre-Mother's Day meal situation that you're going to be having?
Well, I haven't worked up the syllabus for the conversation yet, but I...
Syllabus?
Syllabus,
At 7:01, we'll talk about...
But do you have any idea of typically what you guys talk about? Politics, sports, weather, current events?
We talk about current events and sports.
Sex and hookers. What do you talk about?
Probably not sex and hookers, my guess, but... I can't, you know...
New and exciting internet sites you may have discovered since your last meal, anything like that, or no?
Well, I mean, if there was something new and exciting I had found, I might bring that up.
It's a shame that Steven's embarrassed by what he does. No, I'm the news director of the station.
Right.
I just do the news.
News and traffic.
And let those lowlifes talk about what they do.
Well, just because you talk about something in the morning doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be talking about it with your family throughout the day.
Coincidentally, some people are calling in saying they had plans to go to that restaurant tonight.
Wow, that's exciting.
Or maybe they do now.
Should I take some of these calls?
Maybe I'll buy him a drink.
Oh, wow. I bet you
my God, drinks?
Drinks for everyone, Terry. It is a Fractious Friday. That means I take a lot of calls during this day, typically, Terry. So
true.
Can't keep people waiting.
No, can't.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
What's
Steven.
up? Yeah.
I'll see you there, buddy.
What time are you going?
I'll probably show up around 3 or 4, so I can get nice and drunk and meet about 5 of my buddies.
Oh, Lord.
So then when you walk in...
Time. Don't worry, I'm buying.
There it is.
All right.
The fans are turning out, Terry.
It's a party for Steven.
They're going to get sloshed early so that when they walk up to him, when he walks in the door, son, I can't remember. Do you have the mud flaps or are you the dickhead?
Oh, Lord. That's what he needs.
Doesn't look like you have a wizard's sleeve.
Or maybe it does. Steven's in-laws looking at him like, what kind of lowlife did our daughter marry? It's going to be a Mother's Day to remember.
Yeah, I bet.
Steven?
I tell the future in-laws I'm a lowlife early. So there's, so they already know.
Steven?
I think they knew.
Oh, okay.
What are the odds you change your dinner plans, be honest? Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
No, I'd say 15%.
But with each call you take?
Even though the thyroid is raging and just expecting the chicken parm without the sauce?
Wow, I can't believe you have it without the sauce.
Well, yeah, normally I don't. Like at Italian places, I don't.
Hey, the Sweet Edition has a nice egg salad right across the street.
And the New Edition has a new album coming out today.
So you knew where it was.
Well, I know where Gilman Village is. Yeah. There's 6 million little places in there.
It's behind Julia's. You know where that is?
I do.
Steven feels comfortable telling everyone since he's not going there. 100% chance later today.
I'll actually be at Soho Cafe.
Right. Terry, what else is going on, please?
Soho Cafe.
Oh, jeez.
One of the two.
I got a story here about a gentleman who pretended to be a hunchback to smuggle his pet turtle on a plane.
Very creative.
Well, it kind of is. Guess he was so attached to his pet turtle he didn't want to leave him home alone. So
see, I like the pet turtle without the sauce, Terry. That's the way I like it.
So he shoved him down the back of his shirt.
So he told everyone he was just a hunchback.
Yes.
You're hard-pressed to find a nice hunchback these days, Terry. I'm surprised
it's kind of a dying breed, huh?
I'm surprised the flight attendants were fooled or weren't fooled.
He got past the security staff at first and then got stopped by a guard.
Well, it usually works, Terry. I can tell you firsthand that I have pretended to be a porn star while smuggling my snake on the plane.
And it worked.
3-foot boa.
Yeah.
I just tell him I'm John Holmes' younger brother.
Oh, here's your seat, sir.
Works every time.
Gosh.
But the hunchback dude was brought to justice.
Oh,
sure. You can't bring a turtle on the... What's wrong with a turtle on the plane?
I guess you just can't do it.
It's going to cause chaos.
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Why can't you bring a turtle on the plane?
It's illegal to bring animals.
Yeah, you have to have them in a cage.
A turtle! Animals, yes. They don't want dogs running all over the plane, but a turtle, come on.
I agree. No big deal.
The guy went to such lengths to try to get the turtle on the plane. You discover he's not a hunchback. You're like, all right, dude, just don't tell anyone. Just keep the turtle in the little carry-on bag there.
11 pounds, 10-inch turtle.
Here, I'll even let you unzip it a bit to give him some air.
That's a pretty big turtle, 11 pounds.
Yeah, it is.
11-pound turtle?
Yep.
You ever handled an 11-pound turtle there, Terry?
No.
Never in your life?
No.
Wow. Then the rumors, I guess, aren't true.
The T-Man. The part of the experience.
The woman best known as the runaway bride insists it was not a case of cold feet in a statement read by her pastor today.
Why is the runaway bride even pissing me off even more now, Terry? I mean, I've always had this feeling since the story came out that I wanted to see her beaten. I don't know if it's just me or there's a nice faction of the population that feels that way, but just beaten in the middle of town square and putting it on pay-per-view. But now more than ever, now that she's saying, well, I wasn't running away from the wedding, it was just coincidental timing. I was running away from my demons, and my demons happened to get the best of me right around the time I was supposed to get married. Merely a coincidence. I was running away from myself.
If you just embrace the demons, you have an easier life.
But initially,
that's our secret.
I swear, initially it was, she did. It was all about her getting cold feet about the wedding.
Right.
The woman best known as the runaway bride insists it was not a case of cold feet in a statement read by her pastor today. Jennifer Wilbanks didn't really offer up a solid reason why she took off and then lied to police saying she'd been kidnapped.
Right.
I was simply running away from myself and from certain fears.
That's the hard part about running away from yourself, Terry. You always seem to find yourself right on your tail. Oh, my God, here I am. I can't shake myself.
I was simply running away from myself and from certain fears controlling my life.
Oh, Lord.
Her disappearance from Duluth, Georgia last week, just days before her wedding, sparked a huge search. Wilbanks also said she would, quote, make amends for the amount of money her small town spent looking for her.
Yeah, she's going to make cupcakes. How is she going to make amends for the thousands upon thousands of dollars that were spent on the search and recovery effort to find traces of why or how and when she was taken by a Mexican and a white person?
Yeah. All invited to the wedding. But bring
why don't you say so? That makes amends as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Just, all I have to do is invite a random Mexican and a white person to our wedding and everything will be fine, right?
Peachy.
Something new, something new, something Mexican.
You gotta run from the demons.
Right.
Because if you run fast enough, Terry, you'll shake the demons.
Sure.
Before you know it, you'll be in New Mexico being like, I think I lost him. Okay, good. I'm fine now.
Right. Demons are slow these days.
Right. Demons get tired.
Oh, my goodness.
Makes perfect sense to everyone.
I've always said when you can see someone's whole eyeball, you don't trust them.
Right.
Can't stand that.
She's got very wide eyeballs, Terry.
She does.
You can see a lot of white, a lot of white to her eyes. And yet, even though her picture is plastered everywhere, anytime they show her on camera, she puts a towel over her head because no one knows what she looks like, according to her. Very wise lady. Okay, what else? What else is happening there, Terrence? What else going on?
A Christian group has just came out with some interesting results from a study that was done. The Christian group is called Focus on the Family.
Focus on the Family.
Yes. They found that...
Nice, wholesome, family-oriented little Christian group sounding name?
Sure.
And I say nah.
Oh, boy.
Focus on the Family.
Yes. They found that teens who remain virgins throughout their teen years are 50% less likely to be on welfare after 20 years.
So later in life, if you stay a virgin through your teenage years, later in life, your chances of having to go on welfare gets just split in half.
Yeah.
Seriously decreases. Stay abstinent, and you won't have to line up for the government cheese.
Right. They also found that...
Don't be a slut, and you will make your own money.
Should be on a little button, I think. Just hand that out at the schools.
Keep your vagina locked away, and you will be prosperous beyond recognition.
Yeah.
A good slogan.
They actually found that, too, in the study, that salaries are 20% higher.
So not only do you not have to go on welfare, but your salary you get a raise before you even start working.
Yeah.
If you just keep it in check.
Right. Keep it locked down.
Wow.
And in fact, your marriage is even better.
Now, Terry, you would be the anti-study.
I sure would.
Person, because You really had a hard time keeping it locked up. As a matter of fact, you gave out a lot of keys. And you're not on welfare. You're moving from one house to the next bigger house, to the bigger house here, the bigger house there.
I'm on my 5th big house.
You've made 5 moves to bigger houses over the past number of years, and yet you were handing it out on a platter everywhere you turned.
Never been on welfare.
It's amazing you never had to run from your demons.
No.
That's amazing. That's terrific, and I think there's probably something to this study, or is it just another Christian group trying to muddle with the facts that aren't so factual just to keep people good? Which one is it? Stephen, give you some time.
Well, I need time.
You don't need time?
No.
See, I think everyone needs time.
Okay.
Take advantage of the time.
We've already got his dinner picked out of the restaurant.
I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay, your time is up.
I think the facts are most likely correct. I mean, I don't think they could come out with something like that and have it be incorrect. I mean, granted, stats and things like that, you can sway to your favor.
Yes.
But it's probably true. But Terry persevered, and we should applaud her for that. Nice job.
But your gut tells you if people behave a la Terry Free and others that are having a very sexually active teenage lifestyle, they're going to be facing welfare a lot greater percentages than those who decide to wait and a nice 20-year-old or 25-year-old first-time situation is the way to go.
It seems like that's probably the case. I mean, leading a more dangerous lifestyle would lead to more problems in your life, I would imagine.
Did Focus on Family find out any other interesting factoids, Terry?
Dr. James Dobson?
Or is that pretty much it? Who's Dr. James Dobson?
He's the head of Focus on the Family.
How would you know?
Because he used to do a little radio show.
So you've heard of this Christian group, Focus on Family?
Focus on the Family, yes, I have.
He loves it.
Wow.
I don't know if I love it, but
I think
I've heard of it.
You listen to the show.
Well, I knew he had a show at a different radio station I worked at. I ran the boards for it.
Well, the
now look how far you've come.
Yeah, you're better off going on welfare.
Right.
They say it was the study was led by Dr. Reginald Finger.
Reginald Finger? Oh, Lord. I don't know if I want to be doing a study on teens and sex if my name is Reginald Finger, Terry.
Okay.
I think I hand it off to somebody else to do. Dr. Finger? I'd hand it off to Dr. Frankie Fist to do the job, Terry.
He's good from what I hear.
Yeah, let him worry about it. I don't want to be involved in any scandals that I don't need to be involved in if I'm Dr. Reginald Finger.
But did I tell you about the marriage and that they have a better marriage?
Well, what else did Focus on Family find out? That you'll have a better marriage.
Yeah, that you have
a stronger marriage, a better chance of what?
Less not getting divorced.
Really?
In fact, have about half of the risk of divorce.
Seems like the benefits are never ending, Terry, for those who are not having sex as teenagers.
Yep.
No, I never had sex as a teenager, Terry, although I desperately tried just about every day of my teenage life.
Sure.
Never happened for me. Maybe I should ask Dr. Reginald Finger if I still apply as one of those that would be just enjoying the benefits, even though I tried so hard to have sex, it just didn't work out for me.
I bet you would.
I'd say you don't count.
I don't think I should count because I did try so hard to the point.
It wasn't a conscious decision not to have sex.
Right. Any girl out there would have said, yes, today's your day. I would have been yeehawing all the way to the...
Yeah, and just look, if you would have done that when you were a teenager, you'd be running the boards for Dr. James Dobson right now.
Amazing. So I backed my way into... I backed my way into the benefits is what you're saying.
I think you did.
So some guardian angel or what have you was looking out for me, making sure I got these benefits. That's unbelievable.
Well, good for you.
I don't know. You find, Terry, that these things seem to make sense, that if you are to stay abstinent, if you are not to have sex, that you're going to be, well, with all these great luxuries, the better chance of staying married, they're all luxuries, the higher salary, the what other things that they mentioned,
less likely to be on welfare.
Oh, well, who needs that?
Yeah. I don't necessarily think that, having sex as a teen, and maybe it's because I did, really has that much...
your life?
Yeah, not,
And yet you're reading the story almost like an advocate of their study, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're just a messenger, and we shouldn't read into any of your editorial views on these situations. I see.
Found it kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it to your attention.
All right.
I think it stands to reason that if you're young and you have a kid, you're going to need state help.
Yeah, but sex doesn't equal kid. If there's no reason to feel like if you're having sex that you're going to have a kid.
Well, sex equals some kids.
There's more than enough information out there on how to have sex and not be presenting yourself with the situation of having to have a kid.
Oh, information on
wrap your dick, you'll be fine.
Wrap your whacker before you attack her.
Oh, jeez. You know what, Steven? Leave that for dinner talk, okay? 1-866. Sure, the in-laws will be very impressed.
Can't win with you people today.
1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. 1-866-663-T-Man. Give me one more quick story, Terry. Then I'm going to start going to the phones. As we head into another weekend here in the big city, yes.
I have a stat of the day for you, T-Man.
All right.
13.1% of sexually active Japanese teen girls have chlamydia.
Wow. You're on the same websites I'm on, huh? How is that? What kind of random little fact is that, Terry?
Well, I
guess you got to wrap your wanker before you crank her. What was that, Stephen?
Yeah, what was that little...
Well, I don't want to say it again. Don't be a loner, cover your boner.
Whoa!
All right. What's the statistic again there?
13.1% of sexually active Japanese teen girls have chlamydia.
Why are you singling out the Japanese teen girls this morning?
Because it was from, that's where I got it.
I think this is how my computer got a virus. Now that I think about this.
Dirty Japanese girl.
they do give the U.S. stat if you'd like that.
Mm-hmm. Don't be a scrotum, wrap your modem. I don't know. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call, and you're on the air. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Hello? I hear someone there. I'm going to give him a 3-second window to respond. 2, 1... All right, goodbye. You're on the air.
What's up, man? This is Grant. What's up, T-Dizzle?
You're on the air.
I want to talk about the No Sex, More Money survey.
No sex, more money.
More money, more chlamydia. Yes. What about the...
Yeah. I was thinking, man, about these people that ain't having sex in high school. What are these people like? These are the geeks, right? The people that's going to make more money anyway?
Mm-hmm.
He sounds...
All right, you got to turn your radio down. From now on, ladies and gentlemen, let's make it a rule for the rest of the history of this program. From this day forward.
Today?
If you know you're going to be on the air, turn your radio down.
I thought it was already a rule.
All right. Past 10 years, that hasn't been a rule?
Obviously not.
All right. You need to put that on your billboard.
Man. 1-866-663-T-Man, you're on the air. Hello.
Yeah, T-Man.
Yes.
This is Adrian calling from Kent.
All right, let's make it another rule. From now on, if you're going to be on the air, no speakerphone.
Yeah,
all right?
I agree.
No, Kent.
Please. Yeah. We have 3 new rules. Turn your radio down, no speakerphone, no Kent.
Wow, no Kent.
I mean, no John.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm agreeing with Dr. Dobson because I think kids don't take the precautions they need to when they're, you know, a lot of kids are having sex and then having kids, and then they do end up on welfare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you think 50% better chance of going on welfare? Was that the stat if you're having sex as a teen, or 50% decreased chance if you stay abstinent?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a symmetrical little fact. Yes. So that's something that is very much going to be a part of you, your kids. You're going to make sure they're aware that, hey, you're headed for welfare as soon as you get your dick wet.
Sure, maybe it'll help.
Mm-hmm. Whatever we got to do is scare the teens.
When you're 16, you don't care about welfare.
I know.
I'm going to go on what?
I have no idea.
Get over here.
But next year, when you have 3 kids, you care.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. In my opinion, I think it's how you choose to turn your life around. Because I used to be on welfare. Now I have a very good job, and it's how much support you have from your family, and you know how you choose to turn your life around.
When you had sex as a teen, quite often, did you?
Yes, I did. I have a son. I have a child.
You forget about that. How often did you have sex when you were a teenager? What age did you start? And
it was too much. Put it that way.
What age did you start?
15.
15. And then from 15, let's say, where'd you peak? Around 16, 17, 18?
Yep, I got pregnant when I was 18.
All right, so you peaked around 16, 17 then. And at 17, what was the biggest month of your sexual teenage life? Like how many dudes did you have sex with? How often did you have it?
I don't know.
Well, come on, you have a log. Come on, look into your journal, whatever you got there, and try to figure it out. Well, how many times do you think you had? How many different guys would you say you had sex with in a month at 17?
Oh no, not that many. I went out there like that, but I know I have a child, and you know what I'm saying. I wasn't abstinent.
Yeah, but you weren't having sex with the same guy. Come on, you were letting a few guys run through you, right?
Sounds like you're ready to work for Focus on the Family.
Right or wrong?
Somewhat right, somewhat wrong.
There you go. Having a good old 17-year-old time. All right. So would you now, knowing that you are a success story and you were able to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, even though you were facing welfare for a lifetime in the face, are you saying that this study is a little overboard? And
no, no. I think the study is somewhat right to depending on who you are and how you choose to live your life.
So you would advise a girl who reminds you of yourself. You would advise that 15-year-old girl not to have sex until she's 20.
I would tell her that, that's her business. Do your thing, just do it right.
So you wouldn't
do it.
Be careful.
So you wouldn't advise her to stay away from sex. You'd say just do what you have to do to make sure you don't get pregnant.
Exactly.
You're just not advising the teen pregnant.
The information is out there, Terry. I mean, the 15-year-olds are old enough to understand contraception.
Sure.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a whole elaborate process to the point where it's unable to be executed, Terry.
Right.
Yeah, you just pull out.
Pull out!
Easy as pie.
Right on that last stroke. Whoa.
You gotta time it right, though. Oh, jeez.
You're on the air.
T-Man.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, half of these teenagers are out here having babies because they think they're going to get their own apartment off welfare. They're not thinking about, hey, I'm going to have a kid.
So welfare's a lottery ticket to some people?
Yeah.
Sure, for some people, I'm sure it is.
You get your own apartment?
Well, on welfare, you get
Where do I
Section
sign?
8 and all of that stuff, you know?
He's an apartment for the side, Terry.
Sure.
I mean, you pay, your rent is $20 for living downtown?
So all I got to do is knock up a teenager and we get an apartment, Terry?
Sure.
I make grilled cheese all day.
They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about, I can move out of mom's house, I can have my own place, I can have more people over.
Well, then that's the thing. What's unfortunate about welfare is that there are a lot of people who abuse the system.
Exactly.
And really, welfare shouldn't be available for the rest of your life. Put a limit on it, okay?
I got on welfare for like 10 minutes. I was 33.
10-minute apartment sounds pretty good to me. You're on the air. Hello.
How much did you get in 10 minutes?
That's all I need an apartment for.
Right.
10 minutes.
And a wake-up call.
Yeah. You're on the air.
To your cell phone, right?
What's up?
I got a theory on why the people who don't have sex when they're teenagers, why they stay married longer.
Yeah, because if you believe the study that the Christian group did, you will believe that if you have sex as a teenager, you're more likely to be a candidate for divorce when you do get married.
Well, I think that there's hunters and there's farmers, and I think the people who are having sex when they're teenagers are more hunters.
Hunters.
Hunters, yes. They go for men and
we
women.
should all want to be farmers.
Okay.
Yow!
Plowing the fields every night.
Mm-hmm. Why is the hunter such the area to stay away from, and we all need to be farmers?
Well, yeah, that's what you get, because once you become a hunter, you get used to the thrill of the hunt, and once you lose that and you get married, you lose it and you want to go get it again.
All right, dude.
That's why you can't hunt on farms, I'm guessing.
Start your own focus group.
All right, T-Man.
All right, whatever.
And what about hunters and gatherers? Or trappers?
You're on the air. And keepers. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What you doing, dude?
I'm doing very good. Hey, I got a point to bring up about it. I think the study is off. I mean, they're bringing up a good point that may be true, but what is the reason that people might go on welfare if you're having sex early? It's because you're having kids. Now, what they don't say is, studies also show that with more, sex education, the rate of sexually transmitted diseases and teen pregnancy also go down.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if they think about, maybe we should educate instead of spreading fear.
Yeah, I thought I read recently that teen pregnancy was like at a 2-decade low or something like that.
It is.
It's because we've started teaching abstinence.
So
as well.
why are we fearing the progress? Why are we re-scaring? I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, we're being run by a complete conservative. I mean, sex is supposed to be scary, but then we can show a lot of violence on TV. It's all toss-up. People are scared of sex and they shouldn't be.
Well,
he liked it. Well, that's good.
The debate could go on forever, sir. I appreciate your call. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, yes.
I just wanted to make a comment about the female who called in earlier. She is right to the point where the statistic is wrong to a certain extent. They need to do their study based on how long somebody's on the welfare program. I'm a single mother of 2, and I had my first son when I was 17 years old, and I was on welfare for 2 years, and that's it. Now I'm off. I work. I've graduated from college. I even finished high school early. So the statistics are wrong to the point where they're not saying how long these people are on welfare. They're saying, they're going on welfare.
So a pit stop on welfare to act as a transitional period to get yourself in a better place to get where you want to be in life is okay.
That's what it's there for. I mean, it's just to help for a moment.
No, it's a way of life, Terry. It's an apartment.
Well, for some, yeah, it is.
Yes.
I mean, and I don't think that there's anything wrong necessarily.
Now, do the welfare apartments have a pool?
They do, but they're always drained.
Oh.
You're on the air. Hello.
Skateboarding.
Yes.
Wow.
Sounds good to me. You're on the air. Hello.
Oh, hello, T-Man.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you far as there's too much protection out there for young girls to be getting pregnant anyway.
Right.
Because my mother told me a long time ago, sex was for grown people. And if you're a young person, you ain't got...
I feel pretty grown right now there.
My mother said the same thing.
Yeah. Sex for grown people?
And my thing is, if they stop giving them welfare, then maybe they'll stop having these babies because they'll know, hey, I got to get out there and hustle and I got to take care of this child because it's not easy.
Right.
But we make it so easy for them. Have a baby, we'll get...
So you want to abolish the welfare system?
Yes. Yeah, put their butts out there and tell them to work. Our parents work. A lot of our parents wasn't on welfare. They had to do what they had to do. So if they stop giving them this welfare, they'll see, I got to get out there and work. It's not easy.
How come I feel like I'm 13 years old?
Getting scolded with a finger in your face.
I'll do whatever she wants me to do.
Yes. Whatever she says, I feel like I need to do it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll work right on that, man. Hey, I'll tell you what, though. If there's progress being made and the statistics are getting better year after year, Terry, and the teen pregnancies are getting lower and lower, and they're at like a 2-decade low, why the need to reinstill fear? Why? Fearing the progress? Teens are having sex, but they're learning.
Right.
Stephen, it's a good time to say that. Yeah. They're learning! No. You're so just focused on the dinner with the whole listener crowd there.
The whole listener crowd. The T-Man.
Around here, just about everybody has to protect their skin during the summer.
Oh, geez.
A new product is getting more popular. It's a sun sticker.
Wow.
It actually sticks on your skin, and once you get a certain amount of ultraviolet exposure, the sticker changes color and warns you that you've had enough.
Well, that's terrific, Terry. How about that? You have a sticker on you, it changes color, you're like, look at that color. What does that mean? Oh, geez, skin cancer! Purple means melanoma! I'm screwed! That's very exciting.
Yeah.
And that sounds like great new modern technology, Terry, to make sure you don't overexpose your skin.
Right.
There's going to be little stickers all over your body. It's going to be very attractive.
I have a little Playboy bunny on mine.
You're going to be a walking refrigerator looking like Post-it notes. They're all over you. I love it.
It actually sticks on your skin, and once you get a certain amount of ultraviolet exposure, the sticker changes color and warns you that you've had enough. To get more info, go to Q13.com.
Oh, you know we will. There you have it. I'll walk around with stickers all over you this summer, Terry.
All right.
It looks like a polka dot.
It'll be a fashion, a statement. Now, what else do you have over there? I see you fuddling with magazines. You have articles.
I do, actually.
Which are you choosing? One from column A, one from column B? What do you have?
Well, I got a story here about a Marysville mother who is in trouble with an elementary school over what she wore to pick up her child.
What'd she wear?
Well,
Let me ask her if she's listening. What are you wearing?
let me tell you what she wore.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she was...
So wait a minute, if you're a mom and you're just going to pick up your kid, you have to abide by the school dress code?
I
think I heard this story. I think that's what they were pretty much saying. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, at this school district, there is a dress code not only for the children, but also for the parents, which is very odd, but whatever. She was wearing a white tank top with spaghetti straps and a partially open back.
You said it's very odd. You think parents or adults should be able to wear whatever they want to the school, even if it's pretty damn slutty.
Well, yeah.
Because Terry, as you...
Well, I mean, the thing is...
As you know, Terry...
I'm a grown woman, and
Well, you should be able to smoke on campus, too, then.
Well...
And drink.
I just...
Right. Grown woman.
Hey, I bet, what? Guess what? I bet some people are... In fact, I know for a fact, there are some parents who are smoking in their car while they're waiting to pick up their kid.
It's not in the school, though. Anyhow,
But she was picking up her child. She wasn't
there to hang out.
Right.
She was there to just walk in the door, grab the kid by the hair, and walk out.
Right.
A lot of moms do dress rather slutty these days. Let's not try to stem the tide here. Let's make sure that it keeps on happening. But this mom was... She was reprimanded. She was scolded. She was told she has to do detention.
She was told she had to go home and change her clothes. She walked to the front.
She's not allowed to take her kid home with her?
I guess not. Not until she went home and changed her clothes. Then she can, come on back and pick up your kid.
He'll be locked in the broom closet.
Well, what about an example, Terry? If there's a dress code and the students aren't allowed to wear that type of clothing, why should a mom be let in wearing her hoochie boots and her tank top?
Maybe she's over 18 and she's grown. And
so once you're over 18, all bets off as far as what's slutty and what's not.
It doesn't sound like this
stuff
is too revealing.
You're very sensitive about adults that are...
I have a picture of it.
Adults scolded in public. Is that the deal?
Well,
you have a picture of what she was wearing?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Not a really good picture, but...
She's a young mom, too, Terry.
Right.
They always are.
And I think really she wasn't wearing something
22.
super slutty or anything.
So this doesn't look super slutty to you?
No,
I can
not
understand
at all.
where you're coming from. It is a tank top. It's nothing big as far as being overly revealing. Her boobs aren't hanging out, unfortunately, here. She's
not wearing a short skirt with no panties underneath.
She looks no more than 30, Terry, if that. Jessica Allen, or Jessie Allen, was told to go home and change.
But if the school has a policy, I mean, that's, it seems like you wouldn't be able to do that.
Terry's point is she was going to be there 30 seconds, get her kid, and leave. Why'd they have to make a big production out of it?
Well, because. That's the rules. They may not have need to have made this big production. They could have told her, don't wear this next time.
So I can't have my kid? Not until you go home and change.
Holding your kid hostage.
Here's a baggy sweater and some jeans.
I think they should have stickers on these moms.
and
it changes colors to let you know how slutty they are, Terry.
I mean, let's say
fire hot red means really slutty.
Let's say you just got back from the gym. You're wearing a sports bra and your your yoga pants or whatever. I mean, is that inappropriate?
Probably shouldn't be around little kids.
Don't
bra and yoga pants.
Well, no, you know what I'm talking about.
Don't pretend like you're ever coming back from the gym. It's not happening. You haven't been to the gym since 1989.
Anyway, do you understand my point?
Your point is that, hey, she could have been she'd been doing something as innocent as doing a yoga class, and she's not allowed to pick up her kid. That's absurd. That's your point. I understand your point.
I love the yoga pants.
Well, they're telling you now, go home after your yoga class, change your clothes, work this into your daily schedule to know to leave yourself enough time to take a shower and get changed and smell all fresh and pretty and wear something conservative, button it up, lock it down, and then you can have your kid.
Well, then, for that, the mothers who are, on the overly large side, who wear the too tight spandex pants that show every...
Okay.
Camel toe's not illegal, Terry.
It should be then.
It's not in the rules of the school.
Overly large women that wear spandex aren't allowed to have kids in the first place, Terry.
Well, why can't you sit in the car and have the kid run out to the car? Hey, Mom.
Well, this is a fourth grader she was picking up.
Well, if the kid's not going to be safe coming from the school to the car, there's a problem with the school.
All those flashers she has to pass on the way from the school to the car is just too much for the mom to have to deal with. She wanted to go in the school and pick up her kid. A very responsible tank top wearing mom.
I mean, is it really that bad?
The picture?
Yeah.
She could
granted,
she could be a little hotter. I see what you're saying.
No,
1-866-663 T-Man is the number to call. It is a Friday. We're heading into a big weekend. The tank tops are on, and you are on the air. Hello.
Hi, T-Man.
Yes.
I just wanted to make a comment about the teen pregnancy and welfare.
And by the way, before you get into the teen pregnancy and whatever, we can be text-paged all throughout the show at the new number of 97373. Isn't that right? Isn't that the number?
Yes, correct. It is.
97373. It's a new number as it pertains to this program. Text messaging available. Any comments on Terry Free in the yoga outfit, all sweaty? Feel free to chime in with your text pages. Yes, go ahead.
I'm a registered nurse, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but 49% of all births in the state take place on welfare. And
say it again now. 49% of all births.
All births
of every age
take place on medical coupons or welfare.
Of not teenage births. All births.
All births.
All births.
Wow.
So 1 out of every 2 pregnancies take place with the usage of coupons.
That's correct.
Regardless of age.
I got a coupon here. Don't I get a kid free?
Yeah, no. If it's Tuesday, you get double coupons. You get points.
Yes.
Wow.
It's almost the end of Tuesday.
I'm startled by that figure you're throwing out there. 1 out of 2 pregnancies in this area involve the usage of coupons.
That seems a lot.
Yeah, that's correct. And I don't know about you, but as a taxpayer, I'm kind of tired of paying for everybody else to have kids and use the system, and it's kind of irritating.
So what do you suggest?
Well, I don't know. Families take care of each other.
Say again?
Families take care of each other. Depend on your family.
So don't bother the government for welfare. Just call up an uncle.
There's no easy solution because the system is crap from the ground up. But I just thought that was an interesting statistic. And despite all the education and everything that's out there, teens are still getting pregnant at a pretty high rate, higher than other countries. Yes. And
I don't know if you've heard, we've kind of changed the topic to moms and tank tops. Moms and tank tops.
And yoga pants. Don't forget.
Anything you want to contribute there, love?
No, I don't have anything for you. Sorry.
Are you dressing appropriately when you pick up your kids from school?
I don't have kids.
Okay. Oh. Pick up kids anyway. Somebody does that needs a ride. What's that?
She doesn't have any coupons, so she can't have kids.
You're on the air. Hello.
If you get the entertainment book, though.
Hello.
Hey, T-Man, what's going on?
I got a punch card. I'm almost to 10.
Yes. I'm for a free kid.
Yes.
Hey, I think...
if I buy that 10th sub, I get a free kid.
Nice.
Wow.
What's that now?
I think anybody, especially a school district, is crazy for keeping their kids, or keeping the kids away from the parents for a simple reason like that, period.
It seems a little absurd that they stopped this woman at the door and told her she wasn't allowed in the school wearing what I'm looking at her wearing in this picture. I mean, this is not she's not wearing stripper gear or something like that. At least, I have a picture here from the waist up. I don't know what she's wearing.
Nothing.
Clear heels and a thong. You didn't see that.
Well, there's parents who pick up their kids on a daily basis. They're on crack and are drunk. And
no, seriously.
I don't care if she's wearing
that is so true.
To get her kid.
If they're not drug testing the parents at the door, then why are they making evaluations on their attire?
I mean, in fact, I have a quote from the superintendent. She says, parents who come on campus are models for kids, and that's what we would expect, so there aren't any distractions.
Here's the runway. Model that gear for me, Mom.
You know? Yeah, well, that's the case, and like this gentleman said...
Well, I can't believe she even actually went home and changed, because if it was my kid, I'd have said, you're crazy. I'm taking my kid home.
Well, that's pretty much what she did say.
And you would bust through the people that were stopping you at the door, and you would plow your way into the classroom, and you'd get your kid, and you'd leave, and the squad car would be waiting for you on the way out.
Well, what are they going to charge me with? Taking my own kid?
Well, you'd have to get a little bit violent, perhaps, to get past the people that are telling you you're not allowed in the school. That's
not necessarily violent.
That's trespassing, and that's with the contact you'd have to make to get past the people that say, get out of the school with the way you're dressed. That could be some kind of violation in itself.
An Amber Alert for taking your own kid from school.
I know.
Bellevue, you can't pick up your kid if you have a knockout purse.
But
damn,
this wouldn't be the first case of a school administrator or two getting a little overzealous with the rules these days.
Yeah.
Mom, go home and change.
If they could tell someone is strung out on crack, I would assume that the person would say, please don't, use crack and come to the school.
Okay.
It's not like they're okay with that, too. I mean,
okay, see you 6 weeks after I get out of rehab. You're on the air.
Hello?
Feed my kid in the meantime. Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
I want to make a comment about the mom who wore a tank top. There's secretaries that I have in my school who wear shirts to where you can pretty much see the belly button.
You can see what?
You can see their belly button through their cleavage.
Through
their cleavage?
Wow. Horrible.
There's one deformed little secretary you got there.
Lace shirt to school one day and never was once said anything to her. But the day I wore a tank top, I got suspended for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty standard on things you can't wear and you can wear, and yet there is a way to dress in a fashion that goes beyond some of the things that are outlawed and still look way sluttier than if you just wore the tank top, if you will, Terry. And I remember many a teacher back in the day in my school looking pretty damn slutty herself, Terry. Making me feel like she wanted it from me. That's what I thought about when I went home.
Did
You're on the air. What?
Rita never showed up in the old yoga pants?
What is it with the yoga pants?
What are yoga pants?
They're called yoga pants.
Okay. I had never heard of them.
Well, they wear them to yoga.
Makes sense.
God. Sorry you're not up on the fashion for females.
Yeah, it's amazing he doesn't know he goes to yoga twice a week, Terry.
Well, they're the same thing as sweatpants, except they're $55 more.
Right. When you think flexibility, you think upstairs Scott.
I take my pilates class every day.
Looks as though any second he wants to, Terry can just throw his leg behind his head.
Wow.
Doesn't it look that way, Terry?
For the right price, I will.
That's why I've never had luck working out. I don't have the right clothes.
Right, that's why.
Well, Christmas is right around the corner, Stephen. You'll be in shape in no time.
The T-Man.
A first for any theme park, all you can eat, all day at Universal Studios in Hollywood.
Good about it.
Speaking of,
$19.95 for adults, $11.95 for...
Hold that thought there.
Okay.
We're hearing about all you can eat at Universal Studios.
Great.
Very big, because the food there is very expensive. Now you can buy one price and stay there all through the year.
Wow.
They're going to lose money on that.
Just keep on eating. Well,
when Middle America visits, and Scott and I.
Well, they have the little animated figure saying if you're this wide, you don't apply.
$19.95 for adults, $11.95 for kids. Means you can eat as many times during the day and have unlimited drinks. The offer ends June 30th.
Wow.
Speaking of good morning, what now, Terry?
After yesterday with Gay and the whole,
shebang that happened there?
Yes. I decided on my way home from work to give him a call to make sure he was all right.
Why? It's just what he wanted,
Well,
Terry.
because
that's exactly what he's looking for.
You know that I'm concerned.
Feed the fire.
Anyway, so I left him a little voicemail to say, hey, hope you're doing all right, so on and so forth. And I haven't heard from him yet.
Hasn't called you back.
Nope.
Rude.
Nothing.
I expect, Terry. You found out about free food at Universal Studios. Yeah, he's already there. On his way down.
Well, usually,
Mom, Daddy, SpongeBob.
I mean, in the past, I've talked to him,
So you're angry and that you poured out your heart and soul and concern for him, and he didn't even have the decency to call you back. And he's probably about 5 minutes from work, Terry, because he starts at 8:30, and he could call right now and tell you that
at least that he got the message, and thanks for the concern.
Yes.
Just even a quick email to say that.
Right, and I didn't even get that either.
Wow.
Nothing. Zero. Zilch.
It's all about him. Amazing that after all these years, you're still learning about the life and times of a gay phone operator, Terry.
I know.
He's so gay. He's so a phone operator. And you would think, Terry calls. Terry doesn't have that much off-the-air contact with him. She would be likely to get a return call because of the surprise nature he would feel when getting her voice message. But no. He didn't return your call.
No.
So there should have been at least an email to say, hey, Terry, I got your message.
Yeah, and
thanks. So I'm just not in the mood to talk.
And
hey, it's all about him. You haven't learned that by now?
Yeah, I mean, seems to be the case.
Please hold on. If I'm available, I'll answer the phone.
Get hold of that.
Bad.
I was even positive trying to,
You want to know what?
Oh,
I didn't have a chance to call back. I appreciated the call.
It was Gayo de Mayo last night, Terry.
Gayo de Mayo.
As he was out with his friends, doing their thing.
No, he thought it was Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
That's why he got excited when he saw the sign.
Cinco de Mayo, yes. Why didn't you call Terry back? She called with genuine concern. She called with a genuine friendly heart, and you didn't have the time to make a 2-second phone call or type up a couple of words to her on an email or anything like that?
I wasn't near a computer last night.
What time did you call, Terry?
It was after the show.
Like around 10 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
It was around 10 a.m. She left a message, and go ahead.
And I was already in trouble because I left to go call you when I went to the restroom so I could call in because you were being a bitch and saying that you were going to drop me if I didn't call in because you didn't have control one morning.
Well, that doesn't sound like me at all.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember it being that way.
Oh, no, not at all. No, nobody remembers anything bad about him.
Right. All we know is that you didn't have the decency or the courtesy
Yeah, I'm a bad person.
to call back Terry Free, who sounded as though she was genuinely concerned about your well-being, and, well, she couldn't do anything for you, so you didn't call her back.
See, Terry, because of her privacy issues, which I understand, when she calls, her number comes up private. Okay? I didn't have her number with me. I couldn't call back. And I couldn't take the time from work to email because I was already in trouble from what I did earlier.
All right, sounds great.
Yeah, so when you're on Bigger City in the chat line till 2 a.m., you couldn't fit that in?
I wasn't on Bigger City last night, and I wasn't on the chat line.
Oh, we know you weren't at the sperm bank. Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
If you heard the story earlier,
Yeah, I heard it.
your sperm's not wanted.
Who wants my jeans anyway? Think about it, you idiot.
Whoa!
I didn't know you could wear jeans.
Well, he's lost almost 50 pounds.
Another battle at the top. The feds are about to put new rules into place for gay men and their sperm. The FDA is recommending that any man who's had homosexual sex in the previous 5 years should not be a sperm donor.
Oh, good. You're clear, gay, because, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It's been a while for you.
For what?
Oh, jeez. Anyway, thanks for the call.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
You're right back.
Have a great gay weekend.
No, I don't think so.
Terry, I saw you for the past hour fuddling with magazines over there. Is there an article you want to bring to our attention? Is there anything you found that may be of interest to us?
Actually, yeah, there
on a Kentucky Derby weekend, Terry?
Woo!
Kentucky. What do you got? What do you got? Have you found something good?
I did, actually.
What's the best article you found? What's the title of it, Terry?
The title is The 5 Secrets of Great First Dinner Date Conversation.
That's a mouthful, Terry.
Yes, it is.
No, that's the conversation.
Oh.
No, that title is a pretty long title. Great dinner conversation, dinner date conversation. Yep. That's important.
Yes.
It's important on you said first date?
First date.
It's important on a first date to have great conversation if you wanted to get to a second date or you wanted to
blossom into something beautiful.
Oh, that's what we're all looking for. Blossom into something beautiful.
Dinner.
Date.
Funny.
Conversation. What is the exact title again? I'm sorry now, Terry.
The 5 Secrets of Great First Dinner Date Conversation.
Because there are secrets people don't know about as far as mastering the concept of having great dinner date conversation.
Right.
So the woman you're dating, I'm imagining this article is targeted towards men, because men are far from knowing how to master a conversation, Terry. And if they are to know these secrets, women will walk away from the date going, I don't know how he did it, but we had such great conversation. I can't wait to see him again and give him my vagina.
There you go.
Yes.
Is that how it works, really?
Apparently so.
I should have tried dinner.
Wow.
Should have tried without it, though.
Should have tried conversation. Right. I don't know what their secrets are, but I always suggest that you, at some point during the meal, Terry, ask her if she can eat an entire banana whole. That's one of the conversations that I found very effective in my travels, Terry. It always seems to inspire, turn on, titillate.
Titillate? I don't think
and
so.
bring them back for more, Terry.
And then lo and behold,
and then when you have the maitre d' then on cue brings out as you see in many a restaurant, a full banana.
Right, I was going to say, what restaurant are you taking her to?
Or if you don't,
T-Man's here again, get the bananas.
If you don't like that tactic, Terry, I always found it very effective with a mouthful of food.
Yeah?
To tell her about your unique talent for licking stretch marks.
Wow.
Terry, it turns them on, it brings them back for more. It's a slam dunk to date number 2.
Oh, my God.
Are guys even looking for date number 2?
Yes.
I think we're looking to
Why
take
waste
a number.
your time, man?
We're going to go number 2 more than date number 2.
Oh, my gosh.
We're looking to close out things in date number 1 and move on to another. Most of the time, Terry, that's the truth.
Most of the time?
So does your list tell men how to have just the right conversation to get the women to a position to close the deal? Yes. I don't think so. It's more of a sensitive and girly type magazine you read from. And it's going to suggest, well, what are some of the examples they give? How do they structure this article? What are they going to offer us?
One of the things they offer is keep up with the times, read the newspaper, know what's going on.
If you can talk about current events, you're more likely to impress the person you're sitting across the dinner table from.
Right.
So when you bring up, what do you think about this Vietnam War? That's a strike against you, huh?
I would say so.
I think we got to pull out of Saigon. What about you?
They say, not only keep up with
that damn Nixon.
He's a bastard.
He's a bastard. Can't believe what he did. Oh, if only I knew something about current events, everything would be okay on this date, but I'm blowing it. Right. If that was the case, Terry, and all dudes who on a first date who knew something about current events were really making big strides in the dating world, Stephen would have gotten laid left and right in his life, Terry. He's a news director.
Right. He is.
He can't help but keep up to speed on current events. He always has been a news director, even before he was a news director, Terry. And I don't see him as the guy we're all striving to be.
Chicks love it.
I don't see him as the guy who got laid left and right on date in and date out.
See, this article was perfect for me because I was trying to get the second date. I wasn't worrying about closing the deal for some reason.
I don't know. Well, this article is targeted towards getting that second date, Stephen, so...
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Were you a big second date getterer?
I think so, yeah.
That's because he was up with current times and...
Yes. Better known as current events. Yes.
The time is 8:34.
How'd you do that?
I'm up with current time.
Oh, will you ask me out again, please?
Well, they also say, not just international news.
Pick out your favorite 3 or 4 things, Terry. So find your favorite 3 or 4 things.
Keeping up with the current events.
Well, you already gave that one, so it's going to count whether you like it or not.
Oh, that counts against it?
Yes. That's one of your 4 things. I'll give you 4 things now. Give me 3 more of things that will better your chances. What's the title of the article again? I'm sorry.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
The 5 secrets of great first dinner date conversations.
There are only 5.
Yeah.
I should probably let you do a 5. But no, I said 4. Give me your best 4.
Okay, how about this one?
What's going to do it for you, though?
Right. We're short on time, though. Use your imagination. What do you do?
Don't fear the silence.
Don't fear the silence. Don't feel like you got to talk meaningless dribble.
Right.
When there's that silent moment.
Right. They say that instead of panicking, you need just to kind of calm down and make an observational comment.
I always grab my crotch during those silent times, Terry. I don't know about you.
Well, just don't fear the silence, but they're telling you to say something during the silence.
Well, make an but like they say an observational comment, like let's say you look over.
Look at that waiter.
Yeah.
I think the silent moments are a perfect time to bring up the suggestion of pull my finger.
Hey, it breaks up the awkwardness.
Yes, it's very.
They say you'll just get a temporary break in the silence, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't like the silence.
Thing number 3.
Pick up a book. They say that you should be able to tell her about a good book you recently read and tell her about it.
I thought you're dining in a library for a second there.
No.
Pick up a book. Oh, you should pick up a book before the date, is what they're saying.
Well,
I should be able to tell her about this great book you just read recently.
Yeah, you recently read a really good book, and here's some things about it, and maybe recommend it to her.
Sounds like a pretty boring date to me, Terry.
Well.
Unless, of course, the book you're bringing up is, I was just reading this great book called Licking Cooch for Dummies. Have you read that one?
Oh my God.
And boy, did I learn some great things. What if she has to borrow?
And you get a response? Is that what you're expecting?
No, then there would be the silence that you feel.
Yes.
No. Are you kidding me? You tell her you're reading Licking Cooch for Dummies? She is letting you close the deal on night number 1. All you need to do is have a little guts on date number 1. And if you're wanting to hear about a good book,
this is it.
That's the one.
You're like, finally, somebody's reading that.
Yes. I saw all these guys just walk on by it in the bookstore, afraid to open it. I knew I found my hero.
Everybody has plumbing for dummies, but nobody bought that one.
And the last thing, Terry, that will help you master your night out on date number 1 because you're going to be the great conversationalist is
always stay positive.
Whatever.
This food sucks.
So do you. Can't believe I asked your ass out.
Oh, my God.
Man, my life is awful. And boy, do my fart stink.
Oh, man.
You know what? Forget it. I'm just done now.
Well, Terry, it's a stupid article.
The whole,
The book thing seems kind of weird.
You're supposed to bring up a good book.
Well,
how lame do you want men to be, Terry? I'm already discovering day after day for years now how men are getting lamer by the second. Look, another second just passed. We're even lamer now than we were a second ago. Up, there goes another 2 seconds, Terry.
They claim
nothing.
It's like false advertising, you know. The guy's not going to read the rest of the relationship if it works out.
Right, yeah.
Oh, he had a book on the first day.
So she's going to say, well, what about this book and this book? Oh, no.
No, read it.
That's the way you want your dinner date to... I was reading Judy Blume's Summer Sisters. And,
right.
Or actually, she has this character called Super Fudge. I don't know if you're aware of this, but what do you think of Super Fudge?
Hey, I bought you a book. Nah, I'll just wait for the movie.
All of a sudden, you guys roped into a book club.
Right.
Why do these article writers try to promote false advertising in who you are, Terry?
They say
act like who you are on date number one. That's the best.
Sit back and kick up your feet, scratch your balls, and pick your nose. Talk sports, scratch your ass.
I don't know who you're married to.
Right.
But sounds like my kind of guy.
Those are all the guys you went out with on dates?
Jeez. And the woman's going, God, that's what I would get.
Do you suggest doing that in that order, Terry?
Sure.
So it's sit back, kick up your feet. Scratch your balls before you pick your nose?
Yeah, before you pick your nose.
No. I don't know.
Well, and then don't forget to scratch your ass, too.
Okay, that's terrific.
I think it's okay to be civilized, but you don't have to be a fraud.
Yeah, there's a little
where you're meant to
sweatshirt. Yeah, you don't have to go to Barnes & Noble the day before your date and read 10 pages of a book just so you know a little something about it and then bring it up in some bullcrap kind of way, Terry.
Oh, I read that. Didn't you love the ending?
Don't ruin it for me. Well, I mean, what are you trying to do to guys? Can I see that dumb article, please? Where'd you get it from?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I ripped it out of this magazine weeks ago.
Weeks ago, you've been wanting to bring this up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, you just ripped it again!
Crap!
Oh, my gosh.
Happy New Year!
Yeah.
Cinco de Gallo.
Thanks for nothing.
Well,
although I'm sure some guys will take what you said to heart, Terry.
yes, maybe they will.
Maybe a guy has a date tonight and he's making an unexpected stop over to a bookstore near him now.
Sure.
I'm dying to know what the fifth one was. But it's ripped up now.
It's now ripped up.
It's scattered all over the studio.
I like 3 of them. The book one I didn't like.
There's some schlub right now looking for the Barnes & Noble card his mom got him for Christmas. Oh, I knew this would come in handy.
Years ago.
Right.
All right, let me go to the phones and see people's reactions to your lame article or anything else they want to talk about, of course, is fine with me. You're on the air. Hello. I've reopened the phone lines yet again, Terry, at 1-866-663-T-Man. It's an open and close kind of phone line system, and they are now open. 1-866-663-T-Man. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, women don't keep up on current events. Why should men discuss it with them? If you're discussing
Yeah, what kind of current events are they suggesting, Terry? Do you remember, Terry? I can't read the little triangles I have here.
Some of the biggest stories out there that they claim, that like internationally as well as locally. And
is that what women want? Is that kind of conversation? Is that how women want dinner to go when they're out on date number one, Terry? And what are you doing taking a woman to dinner on date number one? I don't know
what are you supposed to do with them?
I don't know about dinner.
No dinner? What?
Dinner.
Chuck's not a big dinner
Well, you got to eat again?
Yeah, trust me, you've had plenty.
Yeah, you don't need this meal. You can skip this one.
Right, you'll be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
No women, no current events. That's good to know.
Women only know the name of Paris Hilton's dog. They don't know anything about current events more than anyone else, Terry.
That's great.
All right, well, you want me to quiz some women out there on current events?
Yes.
The first 5 callers know Paris Hilton's dog's name. Easily.
Isn't it Tinkerbell?
It is.
Oh.
We all know it. Everybody knows it.
Yes. That's it. Wow. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, my God. I've been trying to call this radio station since I was 16, and I'm 30 now, and I finally got through.
You've been on hold a long time.
Charlie and Pat said, come back 14 years for Penny.
I just wanted to say that article that Terry read really sucked. I mean, those 5 suggestions they gave are quite lame.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to be sitting across from a guy at dinner on date number 1 who's talking about what the hell is going on in current events? Hey, what do you think of the new Pope? Do you like classic Pope or new Pope? Oh, he's awesome. Oh.
Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, okay, that's it? There you go.
Wow.
After 14 years?
Yeah, 14 years, and that's all you got to say.
Boy, she built up all that conversation. Wait till we hear from her 14 years from now, Terry. She's really going to hit us with a doozy of a line. I mean, even as a woman, Terry, I speak for all women, so I can bring this aspect up. As a speaker for all women, Terry, we don't want to sit across from a dude who's bringing up books, and popes, and Iraq. We're already out of stuff.
Wouldn't it just be refreshing?
Yeah, I'm already out of current events. That's why we don't do it. Stephen?
Wouldn't it be refreshing, though, to be with a guy that's just not trying to get it?
Oh, man.
I'm sure it would be for some women. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to hit that.
Tap it.
You're on the air.
Make it stop.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a professionaldater.com, and I know everything.
You're a professional dater?
Yeah, no, I am the professional dater.
Right.
Right.
Well, thanks for the call.
She emails all the time. She's a pile.
She does?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought she sounded familiar.
Pile.
She's a pile.
She's trying to plug her stupid website,
Oh,
Terry.
really?
I don't need it.
Oh.
You want to plug your website? Advertise like everyone else.
Right.
Poor woman who's never been able to find a guy to marry her.
All right. And she's got all the answers.
Professionalpile.com.
Meanwhile,
it's a great site.
Tell me if the average woman wouldn't rather sit across from a guy on date number 1 hearing about licking cooch for dummies and his amazing talent for stretch marks, Terry.
No, I really don't.
Or she'd rather hear about his thoughts on the Iraq War.
Well, I think really, I don't think that's a bad suggestion of knowing what's going on in the world and having a good conversation.
You're on the air.
Mr. T-Man, sir.
Yes, my friend.
How are you doing this morning?
So-so.
Oh, so. Hey,
Yes.
I just want to know in any woman's right mind why she would want a guy talking to her about current events. Because she's thinking the same thing we're thinking on a date.
Oh, jeez. And that thing is?
How long is it going to take until we have breakfast?
Mm-hmm. That's what she's thinking?
So why even go out on the date? Why not just...
How long is it going to take,
I thought,
really?
how long is his dogger?
Wow.
That's what she's thinking. And how soon can I find out without seeming like I'm a slut? That's what she's thinking, Terry. How long is his donger? Because if she's at dinner with him, you get the sense that she probably is into him to some degree. She wouldn't be sitting across a table from him. So if she's into him, then she's thinking about how long is his donger. And how good girl do I have to fake like being before I can get a look? That's the truth. And if you don't believe me and you start laughing and pretend like it's not the truth, well, then you're not being honest.
Now I'm thinking about breakfast right now. That's different.
Okay, let's go get some.
Okay.
The T-Man.
Getting killed for nothing. Gotta avoid that stuff.
That's good advice.
2 King County jail officers are under arrest tonight. They are accused of sexual misconduct with a female prisoner.
Oh, jeez.
The sheriff's department is investigating the allegations. The men are due in court tomorrow.
I mean, what's the big deal? What are they supposed to do when these women are all wanting it in jail, Terry? They're the guards. They are, in my opinion, Terry, doing no more than offering them the same recreation as, like, playing volleyball in jail. They gonna take the volleyball away?
If that's illegal to
What's
do
the big
and not
deal about the
supposed to be
guards?
done
What's the big
during
deal about the guards having sex with a couple of inmates? The
it's
women
wrong.
want it. It's consensual.
It doesn't
It could lead to
matter.
letting them out.
It's late night.
Right.
What do you mean? What do you mean it could lead to letting them out?
Well,
He locks himself in with them.
That's the best part about having sex with a prisoner. You can just lock him away again.
Mhm.
Don't get out of here and go back to your cell.
Right.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't see it as a big deal. You're running a risk maybe of letting them escape when they let them play volleyball then.
Well, but you could coerce the guard into saying, hey, we'll keep doing this, but one day just let me out.
And he says, no, now what?
Well, but he could say yes.
Why would he say yes?
I don't know. Why not?
It's tough to get out, though. It's not like a sliding glass door. You know?
Right, no, I realize that. But that's
one-
probably why you can't do it, though, right?
I don't see the reason. I say it's not that big a deal.
Well, your employer says it is.
Okay. Well, that's why I didn't go into that line of work.
There you go.
Our employer doesn't care.
Wow.
Speaking of lines of work, Terry.
Yeah?
Do you know that my horse trainer, the guy who trains my thoroughbreds, Terry, as we talked to him the other day, he's going to be in the Kentucky Oaks today. Terry's going to be in the race. That's the Kentucky Derby for female horses, as we discussed thoroughly. Do you remember us having that conversation? Do you remember us having him on the phone?
Yeah.
Well, he's already doing a great job because 2 horses have been scratched.
Wow.
So he's already beaten 2 horses.
Woohoo! Good job, Grant. Keep up the good work.
He's already off to a great start.
Wow.
With the horse that he has that he's going to be racing later today in the Kentucky Oaks on ESPN at, what time does that start? 2 o'clock, 2:30, what?
2:45.
2:45?
The paper said.
Well, the race may go off at 2:45. I don't think the broadcast starts at 2:45.
Don't they have a big to-do? I mean,
the broadcast probably starts at 2 o'clock. Well, this is the girly race, Terry, so it's not going to be like the Kentucky Derby with wall-to-wall coverage.
Where it starts like 8 a.m.
A couple of horses with coach purses running around the track. It's going to be like an hour broadcast, unlike the Kentucky Derby, which, starts at around 8 a.m. and goes till 5. Right. Now, Steven, it starts at 2 and goes to 3. Is that pretty much the deal, or what? And the race goes at 2:45?
I don't know when it starts, but I would assume that's when it does, yes.
Well, let's call Grant again on the day of his big race, where I'm sure he's nervous as hell. Congratulate him on doing a great job.
See how he slept.
And now if he can just poison the other 6 horses, he's going to be the winner before the race even begins, Terry.
That's great.
Yes.
Calling Kentucky.
Oh, jeez. I wasn't aware. He's not taking calls today, maybe. He's got his game face on.
He's got to take calls today.
Got to take calls.
Something could go down. He needs to be there.
Hello.
There he is.
There he is. He's already, as I just mentioned, Grant, you've already beaten 2 horses, and you're not even out of the starting gate yet.
We're not done knocking them out yet.
Yeah! Those little capsules are working that I sent you, huh? Well, this is exciting.
How's everybody doing?
Now, if you can just get those other 6 horses to sniffles, you'll be the winner in the winner's circle without even running a race.
Wow.
You don't want to win that way.
Grant, it's the biggest day of your professional career, and I just want to make sure you're not feeling any pressure.
No, I'm drunk. I'm fine.
Okay.
That's great.
So he's just in the same kind of frame of mind as every other trainer sending out a horse today.
Pretty much.
Because today, ladies and gentlemen, this local young gentleman, 30 years of age, live for the nation and the world to witness, will be sending out a horse for the biggest race of his life, the Kentucky Oaks on ESPN.
Woo! Woohoo! Woohoo, Grant.
Yeah, one person loves it.
Like it just sunk in his own mind himself.
Oh, wait, that's me?
Any thoughts that you may be having on the biggest day of your professional life?
I'm just excited for the fans.
You have no fans, Grant. If it weren't for me, no one would know who you are.
He just takes one race at a time.
But,
we're all pumped up. We can't wait.
But you know what? With things happening like this race happening for Grant Forrester, Terry, he won't need us to publicize him anymore.
No.
He's going to be able to make his own publicity. He's going to be able to be in the same genre, in the same breath as Bob Baffert, cheater, as D-Wade, cheater, as all these other great horse trainers, Terry.
Right.
He's going to be a Hall of Fame trainer, and he's already on his way.
Wow, exciting.
Just don't blow this one.
Add more pressure.
What instructions are you going to give your horse and jockey today for the big race?
The instructions are to hopefully get just off the pace, run very fast, and win the race.
So you're going to be laying off the pace. You're not going to be running.
Be a little bit off the pace. Hopefully, laying about 3rd or 4th, and hopefully she's good enough to come strongly at the end and get the glory.
Well, you know how you're a friend of mine, how I love you as a brother, but I have to be honest. After doing some of the research last night.
Yeah.
There are 2 other horses that I think are going to be a very difficult opportunity for you to beat.
Were you on the sheets? Is that what we're doing?
I did my research. I went through the numbers. I crunched. I studied. I have a prediction for the Kentucky Derby and your race. I wouldn't even have been looking at your race if you weren't in it, but you are in it. And I'm rooting for you, and I'll make a small wager on your horse in a sentimental kind of way, but I don't know if your horse is quite good enough to beat two other horses that I did some work on there, Grant. But hey, maybe you're on a roll.
Well, those two horses. Maybe we can get them knocked out by race time.
Well, those two other horses that I see having a better chance of winning this race. Not if you're a horse. Not if his horse runs a monster race, Terry. Who knows?
Right.
But I think is there a horse called Summerlee?
Yes.
Yes, I like Summerlee. I think it's the best value, and I also like Sis City, but she's going to be the favorite, big favorite.
Well, those two are hopefully going to be the two out there killing each other off in front of us.
You may never catch them, Grant.
Yeah, that is kind of risky, right, to run off the pace a little bit?
Well, most horse races are run and won, Terry, from off the pace, but in this case, Grant may never catch those two horses, and he's running a risk in the biggest race of his career, Terry.
Risk
but
taker.
That's the kind of dice roller that he is and makes him the great trainer that he's going to be.
Right.
Canadians are risky people.
Mm-hmm.
They like to live on the edge.
Those wacky Canucks, Terry, they are loony from the word go.
All the beer they drink.
So you're going to lay off Summerlee, and you're going to lay off Sis City, and you're going to hope to pass him down the stretch. That's the strategy.
That is the strategy.
You get the inside strategy right here.
I feel so.
Terry, the bettors that are listening to this show have more of an edge than the average horse bettor because we heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Grant Forrester is going to take his horse named Rugula. For those who may not know, Rugula is the one you want to root for today if you're watching ESPN. So our local friend, our trainer, raised, born, and enjoying his life here in Seattle. And where were you raised, Grant?
Langley, BC.
Oh, north of the border. Okay, but you live now where?
What kind of Washington?
Well, in the thriving metropolis of Auburn.
In Auburn, Washington.
Wow, we could be neighbors.
He is a neighbor, Terry.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we win today, though, I could move to a more exclusive neighborhood or something.
Like Terry Freeze.
Auburn Heights or something, right?
The gated communities. Anything else we need to know, Grant Forrester? The biggest day of your life? Would you say this is the biggest day of your life? Because you haven't really had any luck with women, so I'm assuming maybe.
Is he a single guy?
He's a single man, Terry.
Really?
And those days are going to change now that he's a big bonus horse training baby.
Well,
big bonus horse training baby.
I know that he was hoping to win so he could get laid. He mentioned that the other day.
What's that now, Grant? I mean, have you had, am I wrong, have you had any major successes in the social world outside of your professional world, or?
Not a one. No.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he goes to the party. The first guy passed out. You know, he has no chance to talk to women.
Hotshot says he's been at a couple of parties with you, and you and your crazy loony Canuck way has this way of pounding them to such a degree where you're laid out on the couch before anyone.
Well, there's a fine line between sleeping and passing out.
And what is that again? Explain that fine line.
It comes about 14 American beers into it, I believe, is where it sits. But I'm not entirely sure of the actual mark. But I have to rest. I have to rest up to get up early in the morning to train these horses. Of course.
So where does this rank amongst the biggest days of your entire life?
Oh, this is right up there in the top. I don't know how. Well, this is probably right up there. This is probably it.
Okay.
He was thinking there, trying to pull something out of it.
He's trying to find one that eclipses this. He can't find it.
Okay, this is it.
Well, I think it's pretty damn big.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's huge. I'm proud of you, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate the support, and I hope you're going to be here with me real soon.
If you're in the winner's circle later today on ESPN, being interviewed by like Stuart Scott or something, I am going to laugh my ass off.
He will too, by the way.
Is there anything you'd like me to say to them?
Well, whatever I don't know, dude. I'll just be too busy laughing to hear whatever you're saying. But I'll be proud of you, man.
Well, and like you said, he's hoping to bring you there, T-Man.
Is there anything you want the people listening to know, Grant?
Well, I hope everybody has about 18 mint juleps and enjoys the race today.
Who do you like for the Derby?
I like
the
Bellamy Road. I do.
Bellamy Road, the favorite?
Yeah. I know that's boring, but I think he's just the best horse in the race by quite a bit.
I don't play favorites. It's not my style.
No, sir.
I am going to tell you, as I told you weeks ago, that Noble Causeway will win the Kentucky Derby.
He's looked very well in the mornings here. He's training magnificently.
He's 12 to 1, like he knows anything about horses. He's 12 to 1 in the morning line, Terry.
Really?
Noble Causeway.
Okay.
And I also like a horse that's 20 to 1 named Sun King a little bit, but if I'm going to pick...
Well, I have a little information on Sun King.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Like you know anything about horses. Yes, what about Sun King? Go ahead.
I like this.
Well, apparently Nick Zito was not happy with the ride last time. The jockey decided to take him back and get some dirt in his face for experience. And the horse didn't care for that, so they will not be reverting to those tactics tomorrow.
So there'll be more on the front end, is what you're saying.
They'll be up close, yes.
And the jockey of Sun King is Edgar Prado, is that right?
That is correct.
A fine little man on a horse, Terry. Yes.
Edgar.
And Gary Stevens is on Noble Causeway, who began his racing career as a jockey here in the Great Northwest.
I didn't know he started here.
He used to own Long Acres, Terry.
Really?
Right or wrong, Grant?
That is correct.
See?
That's why he used to win a lot.
Jeez. Yeah.
He still does.
I didn't realize he was still racing.
He still does. Well, he took some time off for an injury, Terry. He has some back problems.
Right.
It's amazing how a little guy can have back problems, but they do. And
get thrown from a horse, right?
That's on a back.
Little distance.
Right, big deal.
And yet, he's back in racing and as good as ever. Would you say, Grant? Is Gary Stevens as good as ever?
He looks magnificent also.
Oh, Grant's just in a good mood.
Grant was throwing dirt in his face yesterday.
So you like the favorite Bellamy Road, huh?
I really do.
I think if you're going to go for one of the favorites, I like a Fleet Alex a little bit better. But anyway, I'm going to bet Noble Causeway. I'm going to bet a little on Sun King. I'm going to bet a little on a Fleet Alex, Terry.
Okay.
I'm going to put them all rolled up in a trifecta. Maybe stick a couple other horses in there and hopefully cash a huge ticket.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What's Rugala at now, by the way? Do we know?
500 to 1. Wow. They don't have enough lights in the tote booth to put up Rugala's odds.
We don't go to 4 spots.
They feel so sorry for us. If you bet on her, you get half your money back no matter what.
And that is sorry, by the way.
Well, what are the odds? Are they still going with the morning line or what?
I have no idea.
Well, you're only the trainer of the horse. I guess he's not into the betting side of it.
Right.
What's the morning line odds on Rugala?
Well, they were 20 to 1, but with the 2 scratches, she probably drops to like 15 to 1. But I would imagine she'll probably go off at 35 or 40 to 1.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Now, would you advise some local people listening to put a couple of shekels on this horse, or no?
I would advise pretty much everybody to take whatever you've got, food stamps, whatever. Put it all to win.
On the favorite.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Well,
the fan favorite or the actual betting
The
favorite?
fan favorite would be your horse. The favorite would be Sis City, I guess.
Oh, I like the fan favorite.
Oh, jeez. So your horse is feeling good this morning? She woke up the right side of the bed?
Yes, she's doing excellent. Magnificent.
She's not, no, I was going to say, you were using magnificent.
Like I wouldn't know, T-Man. Haven't seen her in days.
I know. How about that jockey of yours, huh?
Have you had a pep talk with her this morning or anything like that?
We had a small discussion over breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed the merits of winning this race. What might happen to her if she doesn't try hard.
Oh, wow.
Stuff like that.
There it is.
She's ready to go.
He's giving her the locker room jargon, Terry.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is Grant Forrester. He is a local trainer in a huge race today on ESPN.
Big deal.
We are all going to root Rugala down the stretch.
Go,
if Grant has it his way, Rugala will be passing Sis City at the 8th pole. Rugala will be passing Summerly at the 16th pole. Rugala will cross that wire first, and Grant Forrester will fall over and pass out like he's at a party and hot shots on the couch. Good luck.
That's exactly the same dream I had last night.
Wow.
Whoa. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Thank you very much.
Unless, of course, you lose, and I won't be answering your calls. And take care.
Okay.
There he goes.
All right, that's exciting.
ESPN 2 o'clock, Terry.
Yep, there you
Right
go.
after the fishing show.
I'm exciting.
Right after the fishing show.
In between curling, racquetball, and the fishing show will be the Kentucky Oaks.
The T-Man.
93.
The 93-minute old school lunch with Shelly Hart.
Never stopping, devastating rapper lady when I'm on the microphone. It's either all these shady figure is a different. Everybody say I'm different. There's no other angel lover. Everybody know I'm covered clientele. It's a girl. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows me.
Can you write that? Can you spell that?
That's how I rap, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the time we get back Monday morning from this fine weekend we're about to embark on, the Sonics will have had game one be put in the books against the San Antonio Sperm, Terry. And I'm imagining that the Sonics are going to be right there with the Spurs every step of the way, and until it's proven otherwise.
Right.
So it's a big sports weekend. You got what they call the greatest 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby, tomorrow afternoon.
Is that down the stretch they come?
Down the stretch they come. You got the Sonics starting in 7 games of a series with the San Antonio Spurs. Wow. Game 1 on Sunday, your Mother's Day treat. And you got Stephen with the big dinner tonight.
You got opening day of voting season?
Oh, is it that this weekend too?
It's not sports, though.
So let's head on into this weekend, taking all the calls we can get into in the last number of minutes we have. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call, and you are on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
T-Man.
Yes, sir.
I got a comment about those yoga pants.
Okay. Yes,
There is nothing hotter than seeing a fine-ass girl with a tight ass and a big old moose knuckle in yoga pants.
Especially if you're in 4th grade, sir. And that's why the kids in that elementary school, I'm sure, were very upset when that mom was sent away, told to go home and change.
Yeah, it's baloney.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta like the big old moose knuckle.
Sir, I hope you're talking code. I don't know what that means.
Camel toe, the moose knuckle.
Oh, yes.
This routine.
I got it now.
You get a visual.
1-866-663-T-MAN, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hi. So Montel Jordan is trying to legalize marijuana. That's what you're saying earlier?
Well, Montel Williams, close relative of Montel Jordan, but
that's the guy with the show, right? The talk show?
Yes, that's the guy.
Wow.
Montel Jordan will be a Summer Jam.
Along with Genuine and all of our other friends. What's that now?
The reason why it's never going to be legalized is because the government doesn't know how to tax it. Like, they just don't know how, and everyone would grow it and nobody would pay taxes on it.
Well, you sound like a future politician with all the answers. So it's only a few years away, I'm sure. All it's going to take is you to be elected and using your persuasive powers to get it done.
Seems like they figured out how to tax everything else.
It's good to know we have future congressmen and women listening to this program, Terry.
Sure.
Yes, that's what I said. You're on the air. Hello. See how many calls I can race through before the end of the show. 1-866-663-T-MAN. You have any final thoughts before we hit this weekend?
Whoa.
Yes, you're on the air.
T-Man.
Yes.
Hey, I want to talk about the participation of men.
All right, what about it?
There's no better example than the club thing. You got guys coming to the club with these hot-ass girls, but they don't dance with their girlfriends or whoever the girls are. Then when other guys get on them, you know, the guys start bitching and moaning to the girls about, you know, why are you grinding all up against them.
So if a guy goes with a girl, especially someone who's his girlfriend, to a club, and he doesn't start dancing with her at the club, then other guys have the right to start grinding on him, in your opinion?
No, what I'm saying is the girl, she's not telling the guys that no, because she wants to dance because, you know, her boyfriend doesn't dance, so she's saying...
A lot of times girls go to a club with the guy or their guy, and they don't want to dance with him. They rather dance with another girl that they're hanging with. They don't want the guy that they're the girlfriend of to make a fool of himself on the dance floor.
That's what I'm saying to you, man. These guys bring the girls, but they don't dance with them for whatever reason. Then the girl, you know, she's all with these other guys, and the guy's getting upset, and then the girl end up leaving with the guy that she was dancing with, and her boyfriend is just sitting there looking stupid.
All right, well, it sounds like you got a good weekend set up for you then.
Oh, yeah.
Just taking advantage of the guys who can't dance and the girls who want to finally be with someone who can. That's your job.
All right, T.
There you go. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's up, T-Man?
How are you, sir?
All right, how you doing, man?
All right, what can we do for you, bud?
Hey, man, I was talking about the Lori Clark thing, man. I was thinking about that, and I was watching that show, and I'm looking at dude, and I'm saying, man, you know, this is giving hope to all these guys out here that they could get with a superstar too.
All you got to do is get yourself on American Idol and make it through a round or two and cozy up to Paula Abdul and look awesome, and you're there. Seems pretty simple to me.
Easy step.
I mean, you got the voice down, I'll tell you that. You sound like Corey Clark.
Oh, man, but were you getting the same thoughts when you were looking at dude? Like, man, he wasn't nothing special.
He's a good-looking guy. I could see maybe Paula Abdul being into the younger, sensitive-looking kind of guy. He wasn't really my style of a guy. He was kind of just a girly guy to me, but maybe, you know, some babes are into that.
The girly guy?
Yeah, definitely.
The girly guy with the sensitivity, the lanky-looking, skinny body.
Oh, like me. I fit the
I know.
Well, Paula had to choose from him.
This led to a good dream for me.
I mean, Paula Abdul, if she wants to get laid, and obviously she does, she's a horny 40-year-old.
Right.
I would think that through the course of the 4 seasons of the show, she had better options.
I'm sure she did.
All right.
It was the second season, right? So.
But to each his own. She has taste. We all have taste. Some people in their ass. Some people, who knows? It's up to your own subjective opinion.
Right.
She chose Corey Clark amongst all the others. Maybe she felt there was also an intangible about Corey Clark that she could get away with it, even though now she knows that she was wrong.
Right. Could be.
Some big loser with, as he described himself, no money to even eat.
No permanent address.
No cell phone. She thought he would do all the right things to her sexually, which she desperately needed, and not be the kind of guy to rat around. She's finding out the hard way that it could be a little embarrassing when people find out. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
T-Man, I have a comment about the nurse that called in earlier trying to group that 49% of people that were on welfare and their medical coupons.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a full-time worker along with my husband, and they don't offer the best medical. You know, so there are some situations where people that are working have to go out and use DSHS or whatever to get a little bit of help.
So you were offended by that bitch's comments?
Very offended.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
I mean, I've worked since I was 16. For the last 13 years, I've busted my rear end off paying for everything as well. Where the hell does she get off talking?
Well, she was just bringing up a fact that I guess she knew
regardless whether it's a fact or not, there are people out there that are out there working to support their families. And so what if they need a little bit of help? That's what it's for.
And what kind of help did you get again?
She got medical coupons.
You got medical coupons?
Not anymore, because I don't have to.
And you took it very personally when she was talking about it, because you felt as though she was talking about you or something?
Well, not so much about me, but everybody in general that absolutely has to use it. You know, there are not very many options out there for medical, especially in the state of Washington.
She just said a stat, and it seems as though you're kind of taking it real personally.
Yes, she does.
Well, it's not just me that takes it personally. There's a lot of other people.
You're the only one calling, screaming about it.
Well, yeah, so I am. You know, I think if, you know, you're going to hear one side, you should hear someone else's side as well.
Yes. And now we have.
You shouldn't group everybody together like that.
Well, I wish I could group you two together so we could have a good old fight here in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I guarantee there'd be one hell of a fight.
Wow.
Gosh.
You guarantee you'd win?
Oh, yeah.
You sound like the type. A lot of rage in you.
I've had
bigger, thicker, roomier woman.
Bigger, thicker.
Just how I like them. You better save your medical coupons for the ass whooping.
Oh, days.
I wouldn't have to need the medical coupon. She would.
Oh. Well, we weren't talking about that ass whooping. Anyhow, I hope you have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh, she got really sweet. Bye-bye.
He's got a big ass, Terry.
Wow.
Oh.
Man.
Where do you get the coupons, I wonder?
Oh, jeez.
Have one kid, get the next kid half off.
We should open up that envelope that says Penny Saver every time they send it to us. Instead of just throwing them away.
It's in the Val pack?
It's in the value pack. You're on the air.
It's Fractious Friday, and Steven's a dickhead.
Oh, jeez! Wow. Steven, you almost made it a full day.
I think I'm counting the pages I already had it.
You're on the air. See how many calls we're getting in those there?
You are.
If you keep the comments short like Steven's a dickhead, we can move along real quick here.
Right.
Just like that. Yes.
If you try to do the fractious thing.
Hello?
Steven's best.
Hello?
Hello.
You.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not a whole hell of a lot. I'll tell you what, I'm just calling in regards to that chick that was talking about how the government's not going to be able to tax bud.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, the government can tax anything. That's not why they're not legalizing it. From everything I've heard, it's mainly because they can't roadside test for it. They can't tell if you're high or not while you're on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
I don't know. It's pretty easy to tell when someone's on pot to me. When someone's smoking weed, it's not that difficult to decipher.
Well,
really?
somebody could say, you know what? I ate a poppy seed muffin, and
You couldn't tell if I was high.
I can tell when you're high.
If I had Visine,
Let's play Guess Who's
That's
High.
what I'm saying.
That's the new game.
Visine is the key.
Trust me, you get me
Some
5 people in the studio, one person's high, and I'll pick them out.
I don't buy it.
people that smoke every day can, act the same and normal.
Right.
People
I
who don't
think you act the same and normal. I've seen you high, dude. I know when you're high. All right.
Now, that's why they made Visine.
But yeah, I agree. It'd be tough for every patrol officer or every cop out there to be able to decipher when someone's high, all right? So we'll get a hyalizer, all right? It'll be
Hyalizer?
we'll be working out in no time.
Hopefully it's chocolate flavored.
But drunk is the same thing, though.
What?
Huh?
You're
There's
on
a lot of
the air.
people who drink a lot who are over the limit that don't get in wrecks, and you can't tell that they're over the limit, right?
There's breathalyzers, though, Steve.
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Until there's a hyalizer. Never mind.
I get it.
You're on the air.
Hey, man.
Yo.
I will be
Something
watching
slow.
what Steven eats for dessert tonight.
Another one.
Well, I think there's a better chance of Rugula winning the Oaks than Steve's actually going to the restaurant he said he's going to go to. So you may be just amongst a couple of other people that decided to go watch Steven eat the pound cake.
Could be worth it, though.
Steven!
Steven,
Yeah.
where are you going for dinner again tonight?
I forget the name of it, but it's a Greek place in Gilman Village.
And you're going to get the famous Greek dish called chicken parmesan?
I don't know if that's exactly what they call it because it's like in foreign language type stuff.
But seriously,
it could be English, but I just don't get what all the
you
stuff
would go
is,
to the Greek restaurant and order the chicken parmesan. That's what you said earlier.
I don't know if
right?
it's officially chicken parm on the menu, but that's what it comes out like.
Looking like it.
Well, it's not a Greek. You are the type to go to a place that specializes in a certain kind of food and order a hamburger, like a French restaurant or a...
You know, when I was growing up, the Dragon Inn in Mount Vernon had the best hamburgers.
Mm-hmm. But you would go to a Greek restaurant and order chicken parmesan and think you're cute or something like that.
I don't think it's because I think I'm cute.
No,
I think
it
it's just what I like.
The few times we've been out with Kilbreth for a meal, believe it or not, Terry, when he orders and he makes his very particular announcement on how he wants the food, and so embarrassing, he almost gives this look off his face, Terry, to the waitress, like he thinks it's all cute, and she must think it's cute as well when he tells her to put the dressing on the side and put this here and make sure you don't use butter there and all this crap that I'm sure waitresses love to hear, and he thinks it's like extra cute the way he does it.
He kind of laughs when he does it.
My laugh possibly because I'm embarrassed that I have to do all of that. It could be a nervous laughter.
I can tell you right now, it's not cute. It's embarrassing. Stop it.
Remember we had the chef come out to our table one time.
What?
How about we just don't ever eat together again?
Chef,
that sounds like a good idea.
Came out from out of the kitchen. From behind the kitchen, Terry.
So perplexed by the
out
order.
to the table because he couldn't figure out how Stephen wanted his dish.
Just because the waiter didn't know how to describe it to the chef.
Well, what did you ask for?
I asked for teriyaki chicken. That's what I ordered.
That's not true.
That is true.
In such a way that no waiter in the history of a wait staff,
but it was a sushi restaurant, they didn't have it on the menu,
could ever decipher what the hell you were talking about. The waiter's like, so you want me to do what with this and how with that? And
I look over, the chef's like squatting next to our table talking to Steven in his little white coat.
Did you give him instructions on how to make the teriyaki chicken?
No, he just didn't understand what was written down, and he said, "Oh, okay, no problem."
It's time to branch out.
All right, for all those that have been waiting on hold, should I try to get maybe 5 or 10 more calls in with 5 seconds each?
Sure.
Wow.
Do we have time? You're on the air. You got 5 seconds. Go.
T-Man.
Whoa.
I got a comment on the woman who had to comment on the other woman about the 49%.
Time's up. You're on the air. 5 seconds. Go.
T-Man, good morning.
I don't want to step on his time, Terry.
No, I understand.
He's out of time. You're on the air. 5 seconds. Go.
T-Man. T-Man.
Hello?
You're on the air. 5 seconds, go.
They don't get it.
Sooner or later people are going to get this.
I know.
Hey, T-Man. Hey, they won't legalize weed because the government makes too much money on it being illegal.
You're on the air. 5 seconds, go.
Hello?
You only needed 1 second. You're on the air. 5 seconds, go.
G-Man, I'm trapped in Terry's VJ and all I'm surviving on is grubs.
What?
You're on the air. 5 seconds, go.
Guess he couldn't text that one.
Can we get a Harry Bush?
Waited all day to say that. Huh?
Okay.
Very worth it.
You're on the air. 5 seconds, go.
Hey, what has more useless skin, Steven's chin or Terry's wizard sleeve?
And that is the way we should go into this weekend. Perplexed.
Wow. Yeah,
Perplexed with that riddle.
Terry gets plenty of use out of her wizard sleeve. I don't think it's useless. 5 kids.
The things that entertain our listeners, boy, I tell
Well, wait
ya.
till the extra skin on Stephen's chin starts dancing around when the Greek variety of chicken parmesan comes out from the kitchen.
Attractive.
The T-Man.